And we are back. Wyoming Dynasty, the final seasons. Typically with these, I will play out one season and then simulate to see how some of the team develops and see what happens. Brandon Butts will be our starting quarterback. At running back, Mike Whalen's a senior. Barry Sawyer was moved from receiver to running back. We bring in Dustin Fitzsimmons in the portal. We have Daniel Irwin, who's a big-time potential star at running back, only a true freshman. At receiver, we are absolutely stacked. You've seen the developments of guys like Zeke Elodie, Chad Carrion, but also some of the players we've recruited or got via the portal. Quentin Sims via the portal. Sione Ochi recently in the portal. Keon Clinton, Sammy Corbin. This team is star-studded and ready to go. The offensive line is honestly a bit disappointing, but it's still quite a good unit overall. And we have a future first-round pick at center in Julius Yusuf. Off the edge, you're likely not going to see Zach Likely. It's likely going to be Carl Worthy, right? And I think you may remember what we like to do off the edge, and that is Emeka Lucky. So I'm excited to see what he can do. He can really get after it. I know it doesn't look like much. He's a Mike linebacker. He put up double-digit sacks last season, 11 and a half, as a true freshman playing off the edge that was recruited as a Mike linebacker. Well, how good is he at rushing the passer? Was it a fluke? It's not much of a fluke. 95 finesse moves, 97 power moves. He is a complete dog. I like the linebackers quite a bit. You know Wyoming at this point is DBU. We've recruited well. We've developed well. We are ready to go. Denard Cheeks moved to safety. He's got exceptional speed. I think he's an exceptional talent. I'm excited to jump in. We've got a really tough schedule this year. Abreu's going to play as well. And listen, if you wanted a final season of a juggernaut schedule, you're getting it. At Alabama, versus Oregon, versus Florida, at Iowa, versus Michigan. Look at all these ranked teams. Number 7, Penn State. Top 25 at the moment, Kansas State. You want to go out with a bang? Hey, we're going out with a bang. And yeah, I am excited. We're going to get a nice rotation of pass rushers going. I think that Derek Abreu will play a little bit. He's got elite dev. He's a true freshman. I think his upside is amazing, but he's not as good as some of the players we have right now. So I'm excited to see what this team can do. Recruiting matters a little bit because we will be simulating out, but I'm not going to be as focused on it as I have been in years past. We're going after some 5 stars. Those are the guys that will have a big impact still potentially on this program moving forward. I'm ready to speed run. We got some tough tasks, though. Some tough matchups. Definitely some tough opponents. But we're a tough team. We just won a national championship. I think we can go down to Tuscaloosa and put belt to ass. Hopefully, though, it's our belt and not the other way around. Here we go. I just miss these big games. Like the big game feel. I feel like the problem, even though I really enjoy doing these dynasties, the problem I think is it takes us way too long to get to these big games. The next dynasty I do, we're going to start with a higher tier school. It's not going to be a 1-star team builder, and maybe it's a shorter series, maybe it's not. But, you know, the national championship is, in a way, easier to get to when you don't have to play these really tough opponents. And, of course, I scheduled this tough out-of-conference game against Alabama. We got to go on the road. Redshirt freshman quarterback Brandon Butts. We haven't seen him really. But Kerry Mears is gone. Butts is not the best athlete, but can throw it a little bit. He's an accurate passer, and he finds Zeke Elodie. Big 3rd down conversion. It's going to be difficult because we're so used to having Kerry Mears, the high overall quarterback, the guy that simulates fairly well. Mike Whalen with a nice run. Whalen with a juke. And the 1st down. But your team does not simulate nearly as well when you have a lower overall quarterback, lower overall, XYZ. So, this season may end in disappointment. We obviously have national championship aspirations. I don't know how we're preseason number 3 after winning the national championship. I guess we did lose talent. There's no question there. You know, Kerry Mears is no longer our starting quarterback. As Waylon makes the catch and goes down to the 1. But I don't think we're rebuilding. I think we're reloading. Mike Waylon winning the Heisman would be very sick. You know what? I like that call from Jaquaylin in the chat. Give it to Mike Waylon. Touchdown, Waylon. I might have a new offensive coordinator in the chat. Feed Mike Waylon the ball. Good things happen. The whale is hungry. 4th and 1. I don't like where Cheeks is lined up all the way across. It's going to be a run. It's going to be a first down. Thomas Gent is the Alabama back. And our defense is backed up against the wall. Do I trust the team in man coverage? Not really, but it's going to have to work. Kona Young diving out. Can't make the tackle. Doesn't matter. Macklin off the edge. Will force an Alabama field goal try. I just think we have so much talent, so much speed on defense and at wide receiver. Ooh. Nearly blocked. I think that we're going to be a pretty tough team to score on typically. We got a red zone alert already. Interception by DeMarcus Bloom. All the way down to the 1. Waylon is just spelled whale and then the letter N. No E in the middle. Nothing fancy. Mike Waylon does it again. Sometimes I say Waylon, sometimes I say Waylon. But the only thing wailing right now is the Alabama faithful. The Crimson Tide fans. As we are running all over them. There's Zeke Elodie. It's a nice return for Zeke. He wants to try to find the end zone as well. And on 4th and 1, Bama will punt. I guess we'll get another return. No offensive moments. That's a very good punt. All right, 2-minute drill. Backed up to our own 3-yard line. Can we get in scoring range here? Got to get, maybe to the 40. To get 3. Waylon's got 9 rushes for 35 yards. Here's the thing they're not telling you. Already got 2 touchdowns. We're going to go right back to him. Ooh, maybe we shouldn't have. All right. Can we throw for it? It's going to be a big test. Alabama crowd's still into it. We have so much talent at receiver now. Ooh, Butts on the move. That's a nice throw to Riggins. That was a really nice throw. Appreciate you, Noah. We're still trying to run the ball a little bit, because I feel like that's not a bad way to get a big explosive. Just get something crazy down the field. Also an option. I thought it was going to be a reverse there for a second. Nice move from Sims. There are a lot of new faces in the receiving corps, but I actually think that's a good thing. We're about to get crazy. A little reverse pass. Down the field. Ochi underthrows for Elodie. 21 seconds. Is that how we feel about Butts? That we'd rather let a receiver throw the ball in that spot? Butts to run. He really is not that mobile. He's got decent speed, but he doesn't have nearly the mobility that Kerry Mears had. And it's not just straight line speed, because that's okay. Where it's really noticeable, he cannot make you miss in the open field. It's underthrown due to the pressure. Folsom can't come down with it. I thought we had it. Over the top. Good speed for the Alabama secondary. And we actually ended up playing that pretty badly because if we just played for 3, we totally could have come away with a field goal. Instead, we took 2 shots to the end zone. Didn't get either. But there's the big run we were looking for. Mike Whalen just adding to the numbers, but no real threat of a touchdown in that spot. It's good, pizza. Pretty good first half for us. Defense played great. Tough road game. Hopefully our offense can fire into, or kick in a gear here a little bit more in the second half. But not a whole lot of offense in simulation. It's 14-6. We're going to jump in on 3rd and 8. From the 39. I know this is a crazy run the ball spot, but it's the 4th quarter. We have the lead. We can keep it on the ground and make it 17-6 if we don't get this. But we will get it because we have Mike Whalen. Let's go, Mike! He may put up 100 yards. There's a chance of that happening. And he may get a 3rd touchdown on the road in Tuscaloosa. Top 10 Alabama. Whalen potentially going to put up 100-plus yards and 3 touchdowns. That's a Heisman type of performance. I know it's not 300 yards, but it's tough sledding against a team like this. Whalen will not be denied. Touchdown for Mike. It's a 3-piece for Mike Whalen. Saw that quite a bit last year. He was a touchdown machine. 4th and 8. Alabama season on the line. Maybe not quite that serious. But they will complete the pass. Baraka Newcomb in at quarterback. And of course, Alabama is able to drive down the field and score a touchdown. Will we get the onside? Yes. Alabama, though, all of their timeouts, and this is a 1-possession game. We need a first down. There's Mike Whalen. Broken tackle, made somebody miss. Mike Whalen with speed! Mike Whalen to ice it! Dagger! Over! Drive home safe. That's a Heisman moment here early in the season. Mike Whalen would not be denied. We'll take a second look. It's the cutback inside. Throwing off a would-be tackler, and then it's the speed. The dynamic playmaking ability of Mike Whalen is unbelievable. Alabama scores again, by the way. 28-20. They made it close. 17 points in the 4th quarter, but we really controlled that one. 268 yards of total offense, and how many passing yards? 62 for Brandon Butts. Wow. That was a game. Whalen goes 19 for 152, 4 touchdowns. Will we finally see a Heisman running back in one of my series? I don't think it's ever happened. Transfer D-tackle Vince Breckner was hurt. That's not good. Interception for DeMarcus Bloom, of course. Great start. The only one that may have been close, well, Reggie Gonzalez in college football revamped on Riverside Team Builder Dynasty. And then we had a couple of good backs in Tulane Dynasty as well last year. I don't know, maybe you guys remember more in chat than I do. I don't think running the ball is boring. I think it can be when you're not productive. But when you have the real opportunity to break runs, the way we've seen with Mike Whalen, that's when it gets really, really fun. Explosive plays are fun. It's not that running the ball is boring. It's just that explosives are so fun, and they're a little bit tougher to come by sometimes with running the football, but that's what good teams do. Good teams can run the ball when they need to. And I think we're recruiting at a pretty good level so far. Hopefully we can keep that up. Because, again, this does matter for the future. Nobody into their top 5s yet, but we're hopefully going to get some visits going in the not-too-distant future and continue to set ourselves up for success. We're jumping in here. This was the bane of my existence in Nevada Dynasty last year. One of my favorite series of all time on the channel. Oregon. Oregon's coming to our territory this time around. Oregon at Wyoming. That's a tough matchup. This is our first time playing Oregon, I think, in the entire series. Is that true? It's a yellow out here in Laramie. I wish I got the memo. I would have worn my yellow gold uniforms. Didn't get the memo there. It'd be nice if they would have told you. But we'll see what happens. Oregon undefeated. We just beat the number 6 team in the country on the road. We move up from 3 to 2. Okay. And now we're playing the number 4 team. Is this what it's going to take in order to actually show us some respect as the national champion from a year ago? There's Waylon for an easy 10. Ooh, Gold Rush game. I like that. I like that. Feed 32. Even that gain of 3 looked like it had a ton of potential. We're an inside zone team. It's a run play we're going to run a lot. We're a zone run offense, and inside zone is a staple of the playbook. And there is Mike Waylon, 3rd and inches. It really feels like the opportunity to house one is there. We just haven't been able to do it just yet. And there's Waylon. He's just getting caught by these arm tackles. And that's okay. This is a really good Oregon team. Really good Oregon team. Waylon changed the direction. He's just churning. 5 for 40. Might see another running back step in here. Year 6 for this Wyoming Cowboy team. I also think it could be quite interesting to stay within the same dynasty and finally, you know, pick a new destination. As we'll throw for the first time. Nearly intercepted. Tried to double clutch that after realizing I made the wrong decision. But couldn't get it off in time. Thankfully, it was dropped. They have a defensive lineman out in coverage. He's not covering Chad Carrion. He actually ran the route for him, and we're going to get sacked. What defensive end is doing that? They've got number 95 in coverage on Chad Carrion, and we didn't get any type of separation at all. We'll try a screen. And this is why we run the football. I mean, the moment, literally the moment that we're like, let's throw, disaster. Kick is good. We'll take the lead here, but we need our offense to come alive here. And it probably starts and ends with number 32, Mike Waylon. It's just 7 or 8 yards plus every time we give him the ball. All right, good first quarter. Defense holding Oregon to 0 passing yards and 7 rushing yards. The defense might be for real this year. It really might be. Got McSorley in the I form. Lead the way. That'll do. Mike's got 10 for 70 already. We might want to start setting some predictions on Mike Waylon rushing in chat. He's to the outside. He's got pretty good speed. He's going to get the corner and find the end zone. That was not a given there, but Waylon has just enough speed to make it happen. It'll be 10-0 as we need our defense to do exactly what they just did. I'm shocked that ended up being a touchdown, but Waylon had just enough speed and carried the defender into the end zone. 10-0. Offense retakes the field. We are driving, but it's 3rd and 5. And I think 3rd down, depending on the down and distance, but more so than usual, might be a rundown for us. 13 for 114 for Waylon. Big touchdown, and the offense has the ball again. I think it was a passing touchdown, actually. That set that up. Read option. There's Waylon. He was battling. He's got 14 for 122. That was read option, but it feels like it's always going to 32. Feels like a safe bet. All right. They've made an adjustment. They have made an adjustment. Don't want to give Oregon the football back, but we'll see. Brandon Butt's keeper. We're going to slide after getting it. The clock's ticking. But we're going to see if Waylon can impact the game as a receiver. We know he can. He's out there. We actually have a blocker. We have timeouts. Waylon with the spin move. We'll call our first. Yeah, but our defense is crushing it. It would be nice if our offense would also crush it. We just got to figure out what to do in that spot. That's the tough spot, where it feels like, you know, Ochi's open in the slot right away, but are we going to throw him into coverage? I think Oregon's just hyper aware of being beat down the field. If we want to be successful in the passing game, it's probably just going to have to be taking what the defense is giving us. But Waylon is open as a receiver. We're going to hit him, and we're going to go hurry up. And see if we can find something. Miss something down the field. Seen that before. And we're sacked. 16 seconds. Zeke Elodie is absolutely wide open. He'll make the catch and he'll step out of bounds. Clearly worried about being tracked down from behind with no timeouts, but it was a first down, so we would have had time. The clock wouldn't have just kept running. It's a mistake. Maybe he can make up for it. No, it's intercepted. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Red zone pick. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us, because that is a brutal sequence. There's no question about it. That was awful. See if we can get the snap off. Got receivers trying to get positioned. Rashed at left tackle jumped. Well, we were going to see a Brandon Butts interception at some point. It just happened to be right now. 3rd and 13 with this offense. This is a rundown. There's Waylon. He's going to make it 4th and 1. It's about the best result we could have had. And we're going to keep the offense out there. Oh, they are so stacked. I want to flip the formation here, see if we can't run towards the wide side of the field. We saw Waylon get the edge last time. We'll see if he can this time. Good block. Waylon should be able to get there, and he does move the chains. It really is just a one running back backfield right now, but I swear we do have more. Oh, I didn't even see that safety. The safety was actually hiding in the end zone. We're just going to throw it anyway. Guess who? Mike Waylon. I think that could have been a touchdown, but we're just doing a little bit too much there. Waylon can only get a yard. He's got 20 attempts already for 139 yards. I guess it's deep into the 3rd quarter. Maybe it's not already. Waylon has done it again. Mike Waylon, touchdown machine. 24-0 against the number 4 ranked team in the nation. They finally end up scoring, but it may be too little too late here. Got a lot of eye candy here, but ultimately this goes to the running back. 3rd and 5. Now, Waylon actually a little bit banged up. Okay. I mean, he's got 26 for 182. I don't know that he necessarily needs to be the bell cow at this point. We have Fitzsimmons checking into the game. And there is Fitzsimmons. Our offensive line's doing a great job. And we've got so much talent at running back. Fitzsimmons, Sawyer, obviously the true freshman as well, but don't really anticipate him playing all that much. And hopefully Mike Waylon's not injured, because right now it's a lot of Fitzsimmons. That's okay. We got him out of the portal for a reason. Although Dustin Fitzsimmons is -3 to speed right now. He's going to stay in the backfield. We'll give him the football on 3rd and inches. And that is a wide open touchdown, or so I thought. Fitzsimmons really just does not have the speed right now. We're going to take this down to the 2-minute timeout and hopefully put this one away. Our defense is incredible right now. We are running the ball mostly every play, but that's what's working currently. Maybe we'll pass on 1st and goal, try to make up for that interception. Great route by Elodie. Ball was a bit late, doesn't matter. Zeke catches those. Should have had a touchdown earlier, but one finally has one. Going forward on 4th down are the Ducks. They'll need to get real lucky here, because this game is no longer young. Quite old into it. Just a minute left. Pressure! Carl Worthy got to him. And that is the ball game. I mean, Oregon has timeouts. I'm hoping Mike Whalen's not hurt, because Fitzsimmons is good. Looking a bit slow right now, and he's fumbled. Oregon recover that? Looks like it. That's the game, though. Great effort. 31-6, a dominant victory over the number 4 team in the country. You need to rank us at number 1. Butts actually had quite a game. 17 for 22. Could have been better in the end, but stupid pick. 258 through the air, 2 touchdowns, only 5 incompletions. Mike Whalen, 26 for 182, couple of touchdowns. Not injured, just kind of taken off the 4th quarter after carrying our offense. Sims with a touchdown, over 100 yards receiving. Elodie was right there and really should have been slightly better. And then defensively, a couple TFLs for Carl Worthy, a couple of sacks. Just a dominant defense. We're playing great to start the year. Mike Whalen has just set the Wyoming career rushing touchdowns record. He's a touchdown machine. He's a yards machine right now. He is just a machine. But even though he's the machine, I think we need a gimmick other than just him, because the same thing every single time, like the machine every single time, and that's all you've got, man, that gets stale really quickly. Check on recruiting here. We've got a couple of different options. We are hosting the number 10 Florida Gators. It's our 3rd straight top 10 team. How many times has that ever happened? I don't know. That's a lot of top 10 teams to start. Mike Whalen, a lot of channel points on Twitch riding on his performance today. The line was set at under 139.5. He's got 12 on the first carry. Mike Whalen has a crease, gets a block down the field. There goes Whalen! Hundley in pursuit. He won't catch him. Touchdown for Big Mike. How about that for a start? How about that? Under bettors praying for an injury. Mike Whalen. Gators not strong enough, not big enough, not fast enough. Our defense has been great this year. Let's keep it up. Oh, that's good defense. That's good defense right there. All right, we have Butts at quarterback, and Cox is the quarterback of our defense. They go together really well. All right, we're whiffing a little bit. Under still hitting. It ain't. Use code Bengal on Underdog for free picks. Mike Whalen over. That is true. If you guys use Underdog, or if you don't, download Underdog, use code Bengal when you do, and this is now officially a sponsored video. How great is that? Good defense. We also have Cheeks in the secondary as well. These are not created names. And this one's Young. I don't know that I like Young is next to them. What? How is that a touchdown? I thought that was a user pick, brother. 34-yard rush by Mike Whalen Sim, by the way. First and goal. And we had some options there. I don't know that Sione Ochi was the best one, but he scored the touchdown. We'll take it. And the Gators have done better, you know, than any other team, as Whalen has 49 yards rushing in the last 2 attempts. Mike Whalen, touchdown. I don't even, maybe 139.5 was not even a good first half line. This Florida Gator team may be top 10, but they're not as good as Alabama. They're not as good as Oregon. Mike Whalen is absolutely dominating this first half. 1:30 on the clock. It's 21-14. They're scoring on us more than anybody else has. There's Whalen. He finds a crease up the middle. He makes a man miss. Whalen's got the speed. Outrun Ekwepekru. Not even close to what that last name said. I should have picked Kennedy. Mike Whalen. I need to see what that last name said, because I really wasn't close. I got some of the letters at first and then none of the second half. Mike Whalen might go for 300. This is a Heisman type season for the Whale. Can we drill from 61? What do college kickers do? Drill from 61. What's got a chance? It's got a chance. Oh, baby! I can't play offense. I can't play defense. And really, I haven't been able to kick very much lately. But when I'm locked, who's better? Who's better? From 61. Interception by DeMarcus Bloom. What a beast. And Whalen is finally dropped for a loss. He had 9 rushes for 227, and he just got dropped for a loss. Oh my goodness. The under might be cooked. He's averaging 23 yards per carry. And his last ones have not been very good. Butts on the move. Somebody's got to work back to the quarterback here. Butts to run for it. He's going to get there. Wow. It's a heck of a run. Whalen up the middle. Oh, he got popped. Doesn't matter. That'll just wake you up. Mike Whalen, touchdown. Is Whalen the best running back from any of your series? I'm really not inclined to say yes, but because Whalen's been very good, but this is really only his second year as a starter. Or it feels that way. And he's having a great start to the year. Like this particular version, the last few games, Mike Whalen, yeah, that might be the best. It was not a good decision. Yeah, Al Holliday from Tulane Dynasty, I felt like was really, really good. Reggie Gonzalez from Riverside was really, really good. There's Whalen. He's feeling it a bit. He's got 16 for 285. He's got some wear and tear factoring in. But he does score another touchdown. Yeah, Matt Lovelace. Dude, I swear, somebody more dedicated than me will have to go back. I swear when I'm like, Mike Whalen's going to be the starter, someone's like, that's the biggest regret you're ever going to make, giving up on Mike Lovelace or Matt Lovelace. I don't know. I feel like Mike Whalen has now won a national championship last year and is off to a Heisman start to the year. There's a lot of time left. He's got 19 for 291. I'd love to get him to 300. Like he's Gerard Butler. You like that? And that might be 300. There goes Mike Whalen. 20 for 311. I think his day's got to be over. I think that's got to be it. That's a lot of running the ball. Dylan, nice for the tier 1. Why is the clock stopped? The college record for most rushing yards in a game is somewhere around 400. It might be like 406 by... it was Samaje Perine. I think Melvin Gordon has it now. Oh, injury timeout? Okay, I see. Maybe we throw for it. I don't understand how we could have completed a pass beyond the offensive line and not scored there. Let's try that again. Okay. That's insane. We just give Fitzsimmons a carry down here. Is Mike Whalen a system running back? That's got to be the game, right? Our offense actually has it again, which is something. Could Whalen have gone for 400? Maybe. Again, I didn't mean to do that. I've got such a knack for pressing the wrong button. But that is the ball game. That's a pretty good day. Mike Whalen, 311 yards rushing on 20 attempts, 5 touchdowns. And we've played 3 straight top 10 teams and beaten all of them. Handedly. Handily. Might I remark? Brandon Butts, hey, he's playing quarterback. Mike Whalen is the offense. He averaged 15.5 per carry. Pretty good day. Touchdown for Sione Ochi as a receiver. And then pass rush, Emeka Lucky is back to doing what he does. And 2 picks for the senior transfer cornerback, DeMarcus Bloom. Mike Whalen has set the Wyoming single game rushing yards record. Over 300, but not touchdowns. Interestingly enough. Mike Whalen is your Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week, and maybe even national as well. And that is the case. If you are interested in a Heisman update, this is what the Heisman Watch currently looks like. Mike Whalen jumping up into the lead. The senior running back from Iowa, by the way, is returning home. He picked Wyoming over the Hawkeyes, in a way. This could be an interesting one. This is another top 12 team. That's 4 top 12 teams in a row to start the year. We've beat all of them. That's why we're up to number... And it's raining as well. Ooh, interesting. But that's why we're back up to being the #1 overall team in the country. this will be a very, very interesting start. Iowa takes the field in the rain. We only play undefeated teams. I wonder what Michigan's going to look like when we get to them next week. Here we go. Big first quarter drive. Take the lead. I think you know how we're going to try and get it. Iowa Stadium going crazy. It's packed. Mike Whalen trying to get too fancy. Losing 3 off the bat. Not the start we were looking for. 2nd and 13. Quick throw to Sims. He'll make the catch to bring up 3rd and 6. Who's the little spider monkey darting across the field on all fours? Did I see that correctly? That almost scared the shit out of me. Tell me I wasn't seeing things. Dude, I swear I saw something fly across the screen. Looked like a creature from a survival movie. I didn't like how it was moving. Sims makes the catch. We'll move the chains after a rough start. There is Mike Whalen. He's getting it going. Good start for Mike after the 3-yard loss. Gain of nearly 20. Getting the ball to Sims a lot to start this one. Might not be a bad idea, but there's Ezekiel Elodi. He'll make the catch over the middle of the field. Nicely layered throw from the redshirt freshman Brandon Butts. I will, of course, do another dynasty after Wyoming. Currently deciding on what that should be. Butts going to scramble. Butts has a path to the end zone here. Lowering the shoulder, fumbling the ball. Iowa recovers. Wayne Silas injured for your Wyoming Cowboys. Iowa takes over. What are the numbers I'm seeing of this quarterback? 98 speed, 95 throw power? What did it just say? What? Carradine is a Greek god. And to be fair, all the pain Iowa's been through, I guess they deserve a monster. Although he nearly just threw a pick. 3rd down and 6. I don't know if I'm liking any of this. Sacked. Just could not make that decision quickly enough. And hey, it's Iowa football, man. And we got Corn here at Iowa. The storylines are incredible. Throw over the middle will be complete. Who will break the scoreless stalemate first? Not Iowa, it's Wyoming. With a big touchdown out of nowhere, we got a 7-0 lead. Check down to Mike Whalen. We have 3 timeouts. Butts has 173 yards passing and the touchdown. Trying to air it out down the field. Could not find the tight end, Folsom. It's 2nd and 10. Up the seam. It's going to be intercepted for Elodi. Tried to pass lead that back down. Did not do exactly what I wanted that to do. That's a bad interception. I mean, none are good, but well, maybe some are okay. You're okay with a 70-yard arm punt on 3rd and 40, but Iowa trying to score points before the end of the first half here. Will it come via the kicker in the rain? It will. And there are points being scored by Iowa. 10-7 Iowa here in the third quarter. Whalen is stopped. 4th and inches. But we keep the drive alive. Iowa has completely taken number 32 out of the ball game. Just 9 rushes for 38 yards after 300 against the Gators. Second and 8. Elodie, I think, wins down the field, but it's a good piece of defending by the defensive back. Doucette. And it's 3rd and 8. Bullet nearly caught by Ochi. And we'll play for a tie. Not the ideal result, but I trust our defense. They played great the entire year. No reason to think they would stop now. 3rd and 16. The only way they beat us is if we let them. This is not convertible. 4th and 16. Quarterback will check down, and it falls incomplete. Our offense will take over and immediately give the ball back after a punt. Okay. 10-10. Iowa in the driver's seat now. Big stiff arm! Iowa! And Jimmy Washington down to the 1. Read option, quarterback keeper, touchdown, Hawkeyes. .3:15 to play. Fitzsimmons is in the backfield. We're going to find Sims. It's a bad interception by Butts last time out. Play action. Flat is open. We're going to Riggins. Big stiff arm for Riggins. He's looking like John Riggins. What a strong run. Now, I mean, I know the sentence, did we leave too much time for Iowa, has probably never been said before, but a little bit worried about the clock as well. Big scramble for Butts. We will snap it. Quick throw to Elodie. He gets 8. There's the 2-minute timeout. It's only Ben Fitzsimmons on this drive. And we can't find the tight end. Got to run the ball here. It'll be Fitzsimmons on 3rd and 2. And he's wrapped up from behind. 4th and 5. The game's not on the line, but it is effectively on the line. We need a first down here. And that's wide open. Butts hits Folsom. Folsom touchdown. We're going to tie it. And hopefully make a big stop. .120 to go. We've held Iowa to 17, but that's been, you know, as much as anyone scored on us. And that's wide open down the sideline. That almost looked like it was incomplete, but I think he did get a foot or two down. We need a turnover or something. We're going to run the ball here. Big hit by Cox. We do have 3 timeouts. We're going to be really aware of when to use those, I think. Flat open. Ooh. Iowa timeout. It's a huge 3rd down. Doesn't really get bigger than these. 3rd and 3. Sending pressure, completed over the middle. Iowa on the edge of field goal range. And now this is This is a spot where we almost want to let them score. Or intercepted! Kona Young with the interception! Easy reads! Green eggs and ham! Kona Young lurking, making a play, and giving us a chance to win in regulation. Easy reads. Oh boy. Kona Young, what a play. Show me the replay. He just left it a bit low. And we've got 46 seconds to try and find the end zone. Or field goal range would be fine too. Shot down the field. Folsom has a step. Folsom clears him. Touchdown, Folsom. Too much speed at tight end. Just runs right by him. Back-to-back massive catches. And now we've got to play defense for 30 seconds. Iowa, highly unlikely to win in regulation. Highly unlikely, not impossible. Carradine's had a great day, but that one interception could prove fatal. Will he play up to what Fernando Mendoza is doing in real life? They're going to run the ball. Mendoza's made some critical late-game interceptions, but has willed his team down the field to score when they've needed it. That's what Carradine's trying to do here to upset the #1 team in the country. It's intercepted by DeMarcus Bloom. Game over. Drive home safe. Back-to-back interceptions. Carradine absolutely collapsing and getting crushed under the pressure of the moment. Unbelievable loss for Iowa, but also believable for Iowa. Brandon Butts, 364, 3 touchdowns. Great game for the redshirt freshman. And, you know, obviously wish we could have that interception back, but otherwise, a pretty great game. Whalen only 11 for 41. He was hurt in this one. That's why we didn't really see him much in the second half. Mike Whalen out with an injury. We'll see how serious that is. Receiving, 2 touchdowns for Leon Folsom. Over 100 yards receiving, and a lot of that in the fourth quarter. Sione Ochi had a touchdown as well. And then defensively, a couple TFLs for Carl Worthy, half a sack, and big interceptions for Kona Young and DeMarcus Bloom. Looked like a bit of a trap game, but we battled. And now we can only hope that Mike Whalen's injury is not significant, because other than this game, he has been our offense this year. Injury report says he should be okay, and we'll get him back for the Michigan game. So, happy about that at least. Michigan is another undefeated team, 4-0. They're not ranked quite as high. They are still top 16 though, right? So, still quite a good team. We only play undefeated teams. I wonder when that's going to stop being true. Maybe as early as next week, but we didn't schedule any babies this week. There goes Mike Whalen. He's got pretty decent speed, as we know, and on 3rd and 7, we run it. Whalen gives us 21. After a penalty, ball on the 1-yard line. Is Heisman Mike Whalen back? He's held out of the end zone here. What about on 2nd and goal? Whalen direct snap. He's held out of the end zone again. And it's 3rd and goal. Slant, touchdown, Sims. They were pretty convinced to, you know, shutting Mike Whalen there down on the goal line. And we're going to tie up Michigan. 7 points early. They weren't messing around, but hopefully we're just going to be able to pull away as this game goes on. You know, our defense was so great to start and then has slowed down a little bit, but Mike Whalen is heating up again. 5 for 36. The Heisman campaign may be over, but it's a lot of season left. I think overall he's played great. Bullet to Folsom, and he is a man on a mission right now. Defenses can't see him either. End of the Iowa game, he was insane, and picking up right where he left off. Way to stay in bounds and then get in the end zone there. It was amazing. Amazing work. All right, let's make a stop. Third and 8. I think he's going to throw. Running back wide open, or tight end maybe out of the backfield. Or close, could have been an H-back. Didn't exactly see where he lined up. And Michigan will try a field goal here as we approach the 2-minute timeout to make it a 14-10 game. Kick is good. All right, 2-minute drill. Entire playbook should be wide open here. Plenty of time. I mean, 2-minute offense, but again, plenty of time. We have 3 timeouts. But we got to move the ball. We know our kicker can drill from some serious range, but I don't really want to play for a field goal. Crosser open. It's Sione Ochi. We might not have to play for 3. Ochi out at the 20. Brandon Butts is starting to play like anything but. He's been incredible like the past couple of quarters. We got some good blockers for Mike Whalen, who's chugging down to the 3-yard line. Michigan going to call a timeout. We got to make it 21-10 here. Okay, they're so committed to stopping the run down here. They do not want to let Mike Whalen score on them. So much so that they're leaving others absolutely wide open. Touchdown, Folsom. Leon Folsom, man. 2 touchdowns in each of his last 2 games. Ooh, and then an interception. Denard Cheeks gives us the ball on the 7-yard line. Whalen keeper, shut down. 20 seconds to play. We have 2 timeouts. Clock is not a factor. Whalen shut down again. Let's call a timeout. Man. Trying to run the ball down here because that's been the most successful way historically to score. At least this season. They are not allowing it. Butts on the move. Is tackled down at the 2. And we're going to leave the offense out on the field. It's still a 2-possession game if we settle for 3. Touchdown actually changes some things. Staying on the ground. Mike Whalen. Touchdown. Michigan could only hold strong for so long. Mike Whalen makes it a 3-possession game. And hopefully we can keep things going into half number 2. Up 28-10. It's a really good route from Melody. He's got pretty good speed. Nice play by Zeke. Butts has been great today. Haven't tried to do a whole lot. Back foot, throwing for Folsom. It's another touchdown for Leon Folsom. That was supposed to be a halfback slip screen, but Folsom just came wide open. He slipped wide open. And it's 35-10. Iowa, you know, in the rain. Of course, in Iowa, that's a tough matchup. We didn't look great against them, but we're back to looking very, very good here. Oh, big hit. We'd like the blowout win because of the recruits in attendance. That would be nice. But We'll see if that ends up happening. Needs 17 plus. Fairly certain. I don't really think I want to run on this, but we'll do it anyway. Whalen shut down. Field goal makes it 38-17. 4th and 1 for Michigan. We're running with that. Great coverage by Coney Young. I'm actually shocked that's not an interception. And that is the 2-minute timeout. So close to putting this one away. 7, thanks for the resub. We'll see how close we can get on 3rd and 6. I feel like blocking looks pretty good on this one. Just the way the numbers are setting up. There's Mike Whalen. Pretty good run from Mike. He may eclipse 100 today, but it's certainly not a given. We're, of course, trying to take time off the clock, but we're also trying to win by a certain amount of points. And they're just so good at stopping the run down here. Whalen's actually feeling a little bit banged up. I mean, he's been used a lot to start the year. We're going to give him one more attempt here on 2nd and 12, though. Think he can make it happen. Makes it 3rd and 3. He's 5 yards away from 100. Let's see how close he can get to that century mark. Broken tackle. Fumble! And out of bounds. Whoa. We'll try 3. No good. Didn't push it over enough. Michigan thankfully doesn't score. What a weird end to the game. 38-17. Hey, we'll take it. But not everything we wanted and more there. Only 5 incompletions for Butts, who threw for 257. 4 touchdowns. Whalen only 3.1 per carry. Did score a touchdown. Did fumble at the end there. And Leon Folsom, monster. 3 touchdown day. Touchdown for Quentin Sims as well. And then defensively, TFL was a sack for Emeka Lucky and Denard Cheeks with the pick. Well, that win served recruiting pretty well. 5-star corner Courtney Carlisle. That's a lot of C's commits. 5-star weak side linebacker Jamario Parms. Again, recruiting does matter for, these next couple of years that we're going to simulate. So continuing to get 5-star talent is important. Playing 5-1 Washington on the road is not an easy matchup, especially considering that they are a really tough environment in which to play. And also, this is the first team that hasn't lost that we've played, or that has lost, excuse me, that is not undefeated. We'll see. It's an interesting one. I like the Huskies. They're a cool team. I know, Texas has not had recent success against them, but, other than that, I think they're cool. I don't think they're like a Texas rival or anything like that, but, I mean, they beat them in multiple bowl games, so whatever. I'm not focused on the negative right now. It's Wyoming Dynasty. See if we can win here. We have played teams with a combined 1 loss the entire year. This is all of them. Washington, it's a tough place to play. This is, a pretty good team. I know they're going to give us a game. We just need Mike Whalen to be stronger, and really the whole team, to be stronger than anything Washington wants to throw at us. And it's a lot of Whalen to start. We're running the damn football. We were, and now we're no longer. We're going to lose 3 and punt. Whoa, what is that meter? Okay, still a very good punt. It just goes completely opaque, or excuse me, translucent, invisible on the road here. Was not ready for that. All right. This might be a tough game. We need our pass rushers to really get after him. It's good enough coverage, but will they go for it on 4th and 2? Maybe. There's no real way to know. That felt like really good coverage, and still it's completed. Like, we're right there. It's incredible. Well, Washington looks like they might go out to an early lead. It's going to be tough to keep them off the scoreboard here. Not impossible, but difficult. If they get 3, so be it. 3's fine. 3 doesn't hurt very much. Nice broken tackle, Clown. Only made you lose more yardage. 2nd and 14. Tevin Chacon making a nice play there. It's a good time for a Corn interception, I think. Let's go watch some Corn make a nice play. He didn't. Thought there was an opportunity for it. Oh, let's go, Dorian Wick. Nice tackle. Our run defense is going crazy. Will they keep the offense out there? It's going to be a good question. And they will. And they will. All right. This is how you keep them off the scoreboard. You get a stop here. Throw to the end zone. It's dropped. Washington is blanked. Not that our coverage was great or anything. It's just that you dropped the ball. Caught a break there. It's still 0-0. Thrown to the end zone. Great route, Elodie. Great catch. And we take the lead. Zeke Elodie. We have not exactly done a great job of feeding Zeke lately, but he's still capable of making some big plays, and he gives us the lead. But I'll tell you, Washington just keeps driving. Just keeps doing it. Over the middle. Just tough. Good play action pass game. That's the tough thing to deal with. It's getting rid of the ball quickly. We can't stop these tight ends. They're just killing us over the middle of the field. But we've been down here before and we came out victorious. We came out on top. See if we can't do it again. Nope, touchdown Washington. All right, 2-minute drill. Can we get some points? 3 timeouts. Again, playbook should be open. There's Mike Whalen. Good run for Mike. Just 5 for 18. After a really hot start to the season, he's mostly just been contained lately. Shot down the field, but can't get it to him. That would have been a huge play. We're going to run the ball on 3rd and inches and get there. There is an injury. It's our starting left tackle, Matt Rashed. And Whalen still stays on his feet, but really nowhere to go. This Washington defense is prepared to stop the run, I will tell you that. And they get to Butts. And Mike Whalen is hurt. 3rd and 17. A disaster end to the first half for us. Thought it could have been a promising drive. Elodie cannot make the catch. Hit him right in the hands with nobody really around him at the time of the catch, so that's a little surprising. But all right. Did Mike Whalen break his collarbone? Or is that just speculation? Mike Whalen, broken collarbone. That is going to be a significant injury. Our Heisman running back now will miss several weeks. 4+, I'm guessing. Maybe even the rest of the season. And we're still trying to figure this whole offense thing out. Elodie makes the catch. We've got to find a way to score on this drive. We do have decent backup running backs. Fitzsimmons and Sawyer, very good players, can still keep the offense out there and making plays. Ezekiel Elodie with a broken tackle after making a tough catch. Folsom wide open. Our offense was so successful when he was getting the ball. We need to keep targeting him. He's wide open. Easy catch. There is a flag. I don't know how you can bring this back. I just don't get how you could have held in that amount of time. I feel like we snapped and threw it. High point for Folsom. It's quadruple coverage in the end. Now it's 3rd and 15. Ochi can't make the catch. I mean, it felt like we got him in the hands. Here's the kick. On the road, good. 10-7. Driving down the field. Trying to break the 10-10 tie. Fitzsimmons will carry and will get pushed down to the 2. We may see Barry Sawyer or even the true freshman back. Although no guarantees. Good route from Elodie. Maybe a little bit of a push off. I didn't see it. I don't know what you're talking about, actually. Feed Zeke. Touchdown, Elodie. 3.5 minutes to play. Now we're inside 250 at the time we snap this ball. Fitzsimmons gets the carry. Fitzsimmons rocking and rolling down the field. Washington, UW going to start calling their timeouts. 2 remaining. Field goal should win us the game, but you never know in this game. These teams score with lightning quickness in simulation in the 4th quarter when they're down. 4 play drives. Fitzsimmons makes the catch. Washington out of timeouts. At this point, we cannot be allowed to throw the ball for the rest of the game. This brings us down to the 2-minute warning. Fitzsimmons gives himself up. And we can really bring this clock under a minute and then take the 3 to make it a 2-possession game. And we win. It's going to be tough to beat us already. We are not playing for points here. Not at all. Well, not for a touchdown. I think this is smart. Now, would you play it like this in real life? Maybe. I think you're maybe slightly more worried about a block in real life. I'm not really at all concerned with a block. I guess maybe you could miss on the road. It's tough. The meter's invisible. The ball is sometimes visible, sometimes not. I think we're going to be okay. I trust the kicker. And for good reason. That kick is good. Washington's going to have 40 seconds. Down by 2 possessions. And now just 14 seconds. Man coverage. That's a mistake. Or is it? No, it was. It was. I mean, he did a little... He pretended to jump for it, and then... All right, whatever. 20-10. That is your ball game. We improved to 6-0. And 2 touchdowns for Brandon Butts. Obviously, the injury to Mike Whalen is devastating stuff. But we'll see when he's getting back. Couple touchdowns for Elodie. Ochi over 100 yards receiving. And then defensively, 3 TFLs for Kona Young. 2 for Carl Worthy. Only a sack for Nick Shipman. And no picks. But we are 6-0. 4 recruits committing as well. 4-star defensive tackle Lorenzo Bryant. As Farrell picks Mizzou. Didn't really recruit him too heavily. Not too worried about that. And we have 1 more week before our next home game. And why that's important? Well, Jamerson Parrish might commit here in the very near future. But why that's important is because Caleb Carew will be there on campus. And so will Jazz Hilbert. Miami is making an incredible run for him. We have 2 complimentary visits. A blowout win might, no guarantee, might be just enough to get him to commit. Eric Kimball as well. I mean, that visit can't come at a better time for him. So we'll see if we can keep rocking. I don't think the Austin Nevis commitment or recruitment will make it that far. But we're looking great. Minnesota! Got oars and stuff. I don't know. Minnesota now, the Golden Gophers, have a million different helmets, a million different jerseys, but not a million different wins. They're 3-3. They're not ready for this. In the politest way possible, the most respectful way possible, they're not ready for this. They will not be able to handle this team. Deep shot. Tevin Chacon knocks it away. You're not going to throw on this secondary. You're just not going to do it. Fitzsimmons is the running back for us. And he makes a nice little move there. He's no Mike Whalen, but he might be able to do a little bit of a job here. There's Fitzsimmons. Decent blockers. 2 for 28. Dustin Fitzsimmons. Giving us a great performance here to start. Nice catch there. I'll tell you, usually our wide receiver 1 doesn't really produce a ton, but I think Sim's been a good player when we've needed to throw the football. We're not throwing a tremendous amount this year because we really haven't had to, but lately Butts is kind of locking in. We had to against Iowa, and he's playing great. Elodie makes a catch, broken tackle. This would have been a great visit week if this was a home game. Yeah, maybe. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Yeah, it's notably very much not a home game, unfortunately. Oop, that's the wrong button. Huh. Was looking in the flat, threw over the top. How do I keep doing that? Did Elodie catch that? Oh my goodness, what a throw and catch. This is Zeke Elodie, but Brandon Butts as well. Over the top. Sims needs to catch that. I would say the throw does need to be better, though. 2nd and 10. Gonna go with a screen. There's Sims, and he finds the end zone that way. Not over the top, but on the screen. All right. That's interesting. Hey, we'll take it. That's what we wanted. Here's first and goal. Who wants to score here? Oh, flat was covered, huh? It looked open to me. Shaquille Cologne is his name. Caught by Ochi. Broken tackle. Pushed into the end zone. Sione Ochi. Way to battle. Way to get it done. 14-0. Let's keep it up. Oh, they tried to jump up and knock that down. Catch made by Sims. Brandon Butts, 91 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. This kind of feels like a 6-touchdown type of day for Brandon Butts. We'll see if that's the case, but it might be. Touchdown, Sione Ochi. He's such a fun player. Got him in the portal. Underrated talent for us. He's had a really nice year. He's having a great day, obviously. Keeps getting open, keeps making plays. Tough to not get excited about that. Zeke Elodie down the field. Brandon Butts hits him in stride. Touchdown. Feed Zeke. Oh, my goodness. We got to get the ball to number 1. And that's kind of the problem when you have such a good team, is so many mouths to feed, right? Everyone's good. So it just kind of makes it fun for your offense because everybody can beat the other team. Everybody can do it. So, you know, you might have a 90 overall receiver, but hey, you might be Ohio State, and that doesn't even see the field. You know, sometimes there is that one that kind of stands out, and you kind of need to look their way a little bit. And I think that's Zeke Elodie over Sione Ochi. But I don't know. Probably not a bad idea to try to get both of them involved and not try to force it. Just look where the play is designed and try to play good offense. The primary was really taken away there. Was looking for it, but a lot of the times in this game, the corner just runs the route for the receiver, and it's like, where am I supposed to go with the ball? There's Ochi on a crosser. He's out at the 15. Later, Sket. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Appreciate you. Thanks for the gifted as well. 48 seconds. That's a great route from Folsom, but that's a great route from Ochi. Touchdown, Sione Ochi. A little bit of an easier throw. Brandon Butts has 5 passing touchdowns in the first half. Minnesota finally on the board here in half number 2. And we're just not slowing down. It's 35-7. This would be a good visit week if we were the home team. Sometimes that screen is effective there. You really got to hope they're playing aggressively, and then the screen can really work against them. Not that time. Second and goal. It's QB draw. Butts with a little bit of a juke move, and he goes down to the 1. No rushing touchdown for him. Fitzsimmons is kept out of the end zone. Yeah, I guess we'll keep the offense out there. Butts on the move. I said he would have 6 passing touchdowns in this one. That may not be true, but he does add a rushing touchdown to make it 6 total. It's 42-7, 49-7, and 49-7 is your final. Dominant victory. As I said, this team is for real. It's a nice road win. Generations, thanks for the tier 1. Appreciate you, buddy. What a day for Brandon Butts. 285, 5 touchdowns. Also added 1 on the ground, of course. Dustin Fitzsimmons, 122. Had a touchdown as well, receiving. Sione Ochi, 11 for 149 and 3 scores. If he grew out a beard and had one more, could have been a little bit Lincoln-esque there. Touchdown for Elodie, touchdown for Quentin Sims, and then defensively, a couple TFLs for Shipman and Carl Worthy, who had 2 sacks. Shipman with a sack as well. And Denard Cheeks, the redshirt freshman, showing up with an interception. Love to see that. Jamerson Parrish has made his decision. 5-star Mike out of Pittsburgh, California, has committed to Wyoming. It's going to be a great all-time linebacker class for us. As Ochi was your Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. Great game, and it's another undefeated team. Number 2, Penn State. Number 1, Wyoming. Oh boy. Jazz Hilbert will be on campus this week. He's going to Miami the week after that. Unfortunately, proximity to home being an F really hurts our pitch here. But we've got him on campus. Same tier opponent. Number 1 versus number 2. 2 complimentaries. It's got to mean something. We're going to lose them to Miami. Is what it means, probably. But he's on campus. Obviously, the offensive linemen that we talked about are on campus. We're going to do well with some of them, not all of them. It is what it is. Eric Kimball should commit with a win today. That's my expectation. We'll see if it's true. This might be your game of the year. Penn State coming to Laramie. We played them last year, and they were cheeks. My jersey popped up at the right time. We absolutely dominated them. Dominated. Will we do it again? Well, if we want literally any chance of bringing in that 5-star running back, we're going to have to win. And we're going to have to blow out Penn State. If we don't blow them out, it's not the end of the world. I kind of just don't think we're going to get them anyway. But a 5-star East-West playmaker archetype running back named Jazz is surely going to be a cheat code. I mean, that's like one of the coolest prospects ever. We need him. RPO, touchdown, Nittany Lions. Penn State with the first touchdown of the game, and they've made it 10-3. We might struggle in this one. Chad Carry-On. It's kind of not been a big factor here lately. As the ball sails, but they're showing a Nittany Lion. This one might be defensive pass interference. It is. Offense will stay out there and score instantly. Defense has given the offense the ball back. Okay, we can't let this opportunity go to waste. Very nearly did. I thought there was going to be some space there. Maybe not. Sacked. Don't want to throw a pick there. We went after George Stepanovich. I remember. He picked Penn State instead. Brandon Butts feeling the jitters maybe a little bit. Because I don't know if any of those were close the entire drive. Thank you, Bubba. Ty praise. 10-10. The blowout is not looking good right now. At all. Sacked! Let's go. Barry Macklin got to him. Come on, offense, please. It's 10-10. The blowout is looking impossible at this point. I mean, maybe we blow them out in the fourth quarter. I doubt it. I think we're going to be trying to win the game, if anything, in the fourth quarter. I don't think it's going to be smooth sailing at all. Smooth sailing is something we've done against a lot of teams this year, but evidently not this one. Sacked again. Let's go. He broke it the first time and then went down anyway. 17-13. And we're going to jump in on 3rd and 10. It's a huge drive for us right now. Over the middle to Ochi. That's the first. Butts has been picked off in this game. That is a good job to convert. There's Folsom. Gotta find the end zone here. Absolutely need to. That play confused me. Didn't exactly know what was going on there. I'm going to tell you, 4 is, not that much. If it's anything, 4th and 4 or less, we're going to keep the offense out on the field. I don't think 3 points is enough in this type of a game, but it won't matter. Zeke Elodie works back to the football, makes the catch. We're going to catch him sleeping with hurry up, because why would we ever hurry up in this spot? Don't worry about it. We're catching them off guard. That's the important thing. The only problem is they might actually enjoy being caught off guard here. Fitzsimmons to run for it. And Dustin Fitzsimmons will be short. I'm going to be tempted at some point to bring in our true freshman back to one of these games. Maybe not this one, as Fitzsimmons is knocked in. Touchdown. Ooh, I don't want that. Yeah, Scattaboo rated. Excellent stuff. No. 24-21 is your final. Penn State, of course, drove down the field to score. And it's a close win against the same caliber team. That's a frustrating one, man. We were trending towards a blowout. We were just going to get the clear win pretty easily. 2 TFLs for Barry Macklin and Vince Breckner. Both had 2 sacks. We got to the QB a lot in this one. A lot. But surprisingly enough, Carl Worthy didn't, our best pass rusher. Well, the visit worked for Caleb Carew. We knew it would. It works for Eric Kimball. It does not do enough for Jazz Hilbert. We didn't even pass Miami. Well, hopefully Miami's bad this year. I don't know. This one's all but over. He wants to stay close to home. I mean, what can you do? Jazz committed to Miami. That sucks. Amerson picks the Seminoles. Brutal. We got Indiana coming to town. 9-0. Oh, man, I wanted Jazz so badly. That's why we weren't seeing Carl Worthy. Torn labrum. Waylon is a few weeks from coming back from the broken collarbone. See if we can beat Indiana without them. Haven't really had too much of a problem this year, really, against anybody. There's some close games, but we come out on top. It's what we do, trying to finish another undefeated season. I don't think Indiana is going to be the reason why that comes to an end. So, 5-3. Congrats to them. We didn't get one snow game at night in all of Wyoming Dynasty. We didn't even get a snow game, period. I kind of don't think it's in the game. I saw it in the trailer. They showed the snow here in Laramie. Farley, thanks for the tier 1. I've never seen it in game. It doesn't snow. Sure rains every game. Doesn't snow, though. Third and 5. Yeah, I mean, we got good corners, but they're going to allow some completions every now and again. I want to start going more press man. See if we can just out-talent these guys. I think we should be able to. I don't remember the last time I saw snow in a Dynasty game. I really don't. Maybe at like a Boise State. I'm truly trying to remember. I cannot remember a snow game. Definitely not in Wyoming Dynasty. At least that. Shot to the end zone. Tevin Chacon interception. Maybe Kent State. Yeah, that's true. That was CFB 25. This is CFB 26. And our defense needs help because our offense can't score. Well, we have -3 rushing yards and 30 passing yards. It'd be nice if we could figure it out. That'd be swell. Can't run screens on me. Check the tape. It's not happening. Good block shed, but we can't actually get to the ball carrier. The 2nd and 14 run you don't really expect. Yeah, the Kurt Signetti Indiana Hoosiers here are playing their tail off against the #1 team in the nation. But a 3rd and 7 run to just play for 3 in almost every conceivable scenario. Insanely bad call. Third down alert. This is going to be one of those games where if we get offensive moments, it's going to be 3rd down, and we're probably not going to get many at all. I mean, one of those crossers was open, but we just couldn't get to it. Offense stays out there. Why is that the guy we throw to? Is the only guy that wouldn't have been able to convert for us. How do you throw short of the line to gain there? That's going to be a touchdown. Pretty close. Man, this offense asleep at the wheel right now. Got right out. That sounded insane. Got right out of the way. We got right out of the way of the clear path for the ball carrier there. It's just clearly an RPO based on a little animation that it does. And I'm just like, okay, what about the bubble screen? Can I pick that off? But I was never going to be able to make a play on that. Never, ever, ever. 3rd and goal. There's just no way he throws that for a touchdown. Oh boy, it's 10-0 Indiana. That's open. There's Ochi. It's probably the biggest play of the day for the offense. 4 for 9 for 80 yards. Not a good start. Fitzsimmons. We're going to get intercepted. Incredible coverage down the field by Parker. We just completely whiffed. As soon as I hit the right stick, it got out of position. Elliott Parker pick 6. 17-0 Indiana. Throwing for Ochi. It's intercepted again, this time off a tip. Well, that's what would have happened if we landed the hit stick. $24-0 Indiana. I don't know how we're not able to make some of these throws. Simply don't. It's never been a problem. Elodie makes the catch. Breaks a tackle. He breaks a lot of tackles at the catch point. Kind of insane. Throwing it up. It's always underthrown. Always. 28 seconds. Still all 3 timeouts. The damn running back can't even release here. Awful. 3rd and 3. Ochi's probably insanely open here. I don't know. We're going to run with butts. Call a timeout. A lot of time left in the game, but you know, 3 is not that good here. Kind of need 7. And I can't really find anything down the field, and we just keep kind of getting throw at a sack animations, but I'm not even really trying to throw to anybody. Here's Folsom. 5 seconds. Going for a touchdown. Fitzsimmons is uncovered. Fitzsimmons drops it. Oh my God. We're going to line up to go for it. Holy cow. Throwing for Ochi. Missed him. And that's the end of the first half. 24-0. We get 0. A drop and then a bad throw. And we finish the first half with 0. That is a rough first half. Probably can't get much rougher than that. 27-0. I thought we were going to actually get the offense there, but no, it just wanted us to return a kick. That's defensive pass interference. Is that a half the distance call in this spot? No, it's a yardage penalty down to the 1. Okay. Forgot about that. Direct snap is a touchdown for Dustin Fitzsimmons. 4th quarter, down by 20. This is not what you dream about. There's Ochi. He makes the catch. It's another 3rd down. Can't really keep any momentum. Can't really get any momentum. Elodie open makes the catch. He's unbelievable. He catches everything and breaks a tackle every time. Got to get him the ball. He just didn't run the route. I don't know. I don't know how I can throw expecting the break and he doesn't run the route. Knocked down at the line. Oh my goodness. Struggling to do anything down here. They got an answer for anything we want to do. The thing is, I don't really even think they're doing anything particularly well. Butts to run for it. He's got it. Get us the ball back. Hey, we're driving. 27-14. Front of the end zone. It's caught. Oh my goodness. What a throw and what a catch. And suddenly there's life. Back-to-back sacks, and we're going to get the football. 3:08 to play. We're going to have a chance to at least tie this game, if not take the lead. There's a Lodi to return. He brings it into Indiana territory. 2:59 to play. It's plenty of time. That is a dart to Leon Folsom. What a catch. What a catch. There's Fitzsimmons up the middle. He'll juke. Stay on his feet. Eventually wrestled down at the 13. We are in business. That's the 2-minute timeout. Indiana may start using timeouts here in a second. Or not. Fitzsimmons down to the 4-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 1. Handoff. Fitzsimmons maybe loses half a yard. And it's 3rd and 2. Trying to take a little bit more time off that clock. To run it, Fitzsimmons. Broken tackle. Injury timeout, I'm sure. Had the touchdown, didn't get in. Fitzsimmons to make it 2nd and goal. $15 seconds. It's our final timeout. And now you're in a bit of an interesting spot. Thrown to the end zone, touchdown. The gamble to take down all the clock has paid off. We've tied the game at 27 apiece after being down 21-0. Indiana has one last-ditch effort, and it's to ice the kicker. Otherwise, this thing will give us the lead. 28-27. We come back down 27 at half. And are 10 seconds away from an undefeated 10-0 start to the year. And here we go. Crowd getting absolutely crazy here in Laramie. We're going to blitz. Quick throw to the outside. Catch is made. Bloom makes a tackle. Indiana down to their final timeout. Here's 2nd and 3. Quarterback to run. He's going to get tackled. There is 1 second on the clock. 1 second. We're going to prevent defense. Everybody back. But it's not quite. It looks a little bit different. Let's get some pressure. It's a throw to the flat. All we need to do is rally and tackle. And we have survived going down 27-0. Oh, no, it was 24-0 at half, then 27-0. Some were calling for Brandon Butts to get benched after a bad first half. He's a redshirt freshman on a 9-0 team. He wills us down the field, drive after drive after drive, to pull off a 27-point comeback. 2 touchdowns in the air, 1 on the ground. Ezekiel Eloti needs the ball more. Ochi with a couple of big touchdown grabs. Defense balled out in the second half. Tevin Chacon, though he got injured, with a big interception. Wow, what a moment. How about another 5-star, though? Cornerback Terrence Marsh. Verity picks Georgia. And we somehow retain our #1 ranking. Kansas State coming to town. They were a big problem. Big problem in college football 25. It's a team that was always dominating. And you know what? They might be having a pretty good season this year. Is Gil Tobin on campus for this one? No, he was on campus for last one. Maybe we beat Arizona State. But again, recruiting at this point doesn't matter as much. It does matter, but you know, there's so many ways to improve this team, and we have so much talent on the roster already. We have Frederick Thomas on campus this week against K-State. No complimentary visits, unfortunately, but we'll see what happens. Right now, our class is top 10 in the nation with 5 5-stars and 3 4-stars. Could come away with a few more than that, but we'll have to see. Kansas State. I mean, this is another top 15 opponent for us. I mean, it's insane how many we've played. Absolutely insane. Time and time again. But we've beat all of them so far. Will we beat this one? I'd like to think so, but I felt like we were playing our best ball to start, you know, the season, and since then we've kind of trailed off a little bit. Looks like a cold one here in Laramie, but no snow. I'm hoping for that snow game. 40 degrees, really not too bad. Not too bad here deep in the season. Although Butts is, you know, breaking out a half sleeve or something like that. Trying to stay warm. No, it's a full sleeve on that throwing arm. Go to Dustin Fitzsimmons. Oh, he's got a little bit of burst to him. He's sneaky fast. S.J. Bain, thanks for the tier 1. Fitzsimmons, man. One of those real tough, hard-nosed backs. First guy in the facility. Every day. Last guy out. Brings his lunch pail in. Taking a shot down the field. Butts for Folsom. Leon Folsom has done it again. He's having such an amazing season. Could be a top wide receiver for us right now. Obviously, he was moved to tight end, and he's just a phenomenal athlete and a phenomenal receiver. Can block a little bit, even though it's not, you know, a complete strength. He's been a beast. There's Ochi making the catch. Quick throw the outside. There's Folsom. A 3rd and inches. Obviously a real favorite target. And it's amazing how much the offense has changed without Mike Whalen. It's a lot more of throwing the football as Chad Carrion makes what has unfortunately been a rare catch this season. It's been a lot of different guys. It's not him. Snapping at Dustin Fitzsimmons. Touchdown. Walks right on in. And it should be more of that. 21-3. 2-minute offense. Can we make something happen? This is where you want to take a shot down the field. Play action. Folsom looked like he could have been there as this one skips off the hands of Zeke Eloti. A rare drop for Eloti. I think we saw some of those in year 1, but it's been a while. We really don't see many drops. There's Carrion. We got to get him more involved. It's just been a lot of Ochi, right? And Sims is playing. Chad Carrion is just not playing nearly as much as he should be, I think. Yeah, we'll punt. I think the CPU at some point kind of rearranged my depth chart Because I definitely had Chad Carry-On in the slot. But he hasn't played very much. Ochi's done a great job, so I don't really know that I want to change anything. But, I mean, Carry-On is different. He's really, really good. Still have 3 timeouts. Carry-On's got, like, every ability. Tremendous player. And I'm starting to think, do we just rip that seam ball instantly to RB? Is that the move? Something to consider. But it's going to get sacked. I'll have to use another timeout. 2nd and 13. Still can find the end zone. Love doing that. Absolutely love doing that. But I don't know where you go with the football. 3rd and 11. Throw into the end zone. Work back to it. Oh, it's caught. Touchdown, Sims. Oh, my goodness. Just give him a chance. How did he catch it? Oftentimes it does not work out well, but Quentin Sims just went up and caught the ball through the hands of the DB. Big touchdown. And we are up 27-3. Little reverse pass. And I think that's actually a catch. What a throw, kind of, to Zeke Elodie. And I think Butts just might have a touchdown here. No. Thought we had a chance for it. 30-6. Going for the onside here to make it 30 to hopefully 20 for them. Make it a 10-point game. I mean, they're giving it a good run. This is a 9-1 team. I feel like we haven't, mentioned that enough. We're playing some really good opponents this year. We're just beating them. Look at that route from Ochi, though. It's just incredible stuff. Would Carry-On be able to do the same in the same spot? He probably would. I know he just made an incredible play. I think the weak link at wide receiver is Sims. I think Carry-On could be a little bit better. But, I don't know. He just made an incredible catch. It's tough not to give him more of a chance. But he's had a chance the entire season. But he just cashed in on a chance. So, again, it's kind of a tough call. 3rd and inches. Good blocking down the field as well. Probably the run of the day for Dustin Fitzsimmons. Yeah, Waylon is dealing with a broken collarbone. He should be back in the next couple of weeks. But until then, it's a lot of Dustin Fitzsimmons. We actually really haven't even seen any other options. Zeke Elodie, touchdown. Maybe not a passing spot, but they weren't ready for it. We take advantage. 40-12. Thanks for coming out. Fly home safe. 4 touchdowns for Brendan Butts, only 5 incompletions. Didn't run the ball all that well, but really distributed it well. Touchdowns for Sims, Folsom, 2 for Zeke Elodie, and then defensively, Weil and Lucky with sacks, pick for Kona Young. Carl Worthy hopefully coming back soon as well. Another 5-star joins the class, Frederick Thomas. Had some good visits in there for sure. Definitely going to have to hit the portal after this, but our final regular season game is against 2-8 Northwestern. Geo Troop probably picks Ohio State, maybe somebody else. But for the most part, recruiting is looking really nice across the board. I can't really complain. I feel like we've mostly got everybody we've wanted. Hasn't quite worked out to where it's been everybody, but Really, the only one I'm sad about is Jazz Hilbert. I think he could have been a stud, but we never really would have got to play with him anyway. So, it's fine in the end. And maybe these bye week visits will do anything. Kind of doubt it, but we'll see. Because the Edge is really the only one I'm like, are we going to get him? I'm not entirely sure. But I'm just kind of fine on the rest of those hours. Is Mike Whalen back from injury this week? No. Next week, and then Tevin Chacon after that. So we get him back for the Big Ten title game, which obviously we're going to be in. We're 7-0 in the conference, 11-0 overall, and we're just not going to lose to Northwestern. It's not a trap game. It's not like me trying to hype up the final game of the regular season. We're just not going to lose this. Absolutely not. Trust yourself? Not today, bitch. It's going to be bad. Trust that you're going to get curb stomped. Let's go, Wyoming. We've played teams with better records than 8-2 the entire year. They're 2-8. It's just not going to be for them. And this might be my first time playing at Northwestern ever. None of this looks familiar to me in the game. Which feels like, how could I not have played them? But I don't think ever at Northwestern. Oh, that is a disgusting route from Zeke Lodi. I feel like that's got to be a touchdown or something, but didn't end up happening. He's got to wait for Folsom to get open there, because we had it. Nice catch by Sims. I mean, I can't really bench this guy. Now, I guess it wouldn't be like an actual benching. It would just be... I mean, it would be a benching. Make no mistake. Why do we keep doing that on third down? I mean, simply no idea. Somebody will be open here. And we stayed incredibly patient until we hit Leon Folsom. There were a lot of options there. It's not really getting the ball out quickly. But it does work. Oh, Leon Folsom go up and get it. I love when we can give our receivers chances and they actually make the catch. I feel like usually you just can't, but hey, it's worked the past couple times. 7-0. 3rd and 13. I really don't know how good their offense is going to be on our defense. I don't know if they thought that had any chance of working out, but I feel like it was basically 0. Yeah, Folsom is a senior, so we'll definitely need to replace him at tight end. But again, he was a big receiver that we moved to tight end. I don't know that that's impossible to do again. We could definitely upgrade in the portal. We obviously have some tight ends on the roster as well that I feel good enough to have on the roster. So could just see if we can develop those guys. Brandon Butts, touchdown. They covered well. They really did, but it just wasn't going to happen. They have scored, though. And they're on the verge of tying this before the half. So, I mean, I'm telling you they're not going to beat us. They're giving it a great run right now. And, you know, I congratulate them on a great first half. The best first half they could have ever got or wished for is Nick Shipman gets the sack. But it's just not going to be. 28-10 now. And hopefully about to make it 35. 3rd and 10. I think we just let one of our receivers run down the field. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Goes to Butts. He jukes. I did not think it was an RPO. I thought the back was run blocking. I collapsed a little bit under pressure there. And really not a tremendous amount of pressure. But some. Good route. Higgins touchdown. Riggins touchdown. Yeah, that's got to be the game. We will mass sub the backups. I like that idea. And I want to get a look at the true freshman running back. Daniel Irwin. Good recovery. Let's get Irwin a drive. Oh, that'll be in the YouTube video. And I want everyone who saw that to know that it doesn't matter even a little bit. We're crushing them anyway. Okay, we lose 3. The first run for Daniel Irwin is not a great one. The slot corner lining up offside, but he got back onside. Irwin again is dropped for another loss. But there he goes. You got to take the good with the bad. He's got 3 for 19. That's what we're going to call it. We're not worried about the first couple. Daniel Irwin in the hole. Oh, he got popped. He really has had a welcome to college football a couple of moments here. But he may end up getting his first touchdown. Or maybe not. Trayvon Scroggins into the game. Chad Carrion into the game. He'll get the ball. And probably not the way he envisioned a touch here in this game. He was supposed to be really involved this season. We just have a lot of talent. So, just can't play everybody. That is the reality. Give Carrion a chance. It's going to be intercepted. Well, that's not great. In what is admittedly not that impossible of a game for Northwestern to lose or win. I mean, it's impossible. 35-25 doesn't even really concern me with the amount of time left. They do have timeouts, I guess, but... Ooh. Does it start to get interesting? I don't think so. No. We're not going to overreact to just completely whiffing there. It's a Bengals special. We survive those. Shot to the end zone. Azudu got hands on it. Incomplete. That's the game. And that is a perfect regular season. 35-17. Is that Trayvon Scroggins on the middle of the field? What are you doing? Brandon Butts is your player of the game. Don't congratulate Trayvon Scroggins. He didn't do anything. He threw a pick. His rating can't even be known because he threw one pass and it was an interception. Brandon Butts continuing a very nice season. Daniel Irwin was actually our leading rusher. Interestingly enough. 3 TFLs and 2.5 sacks for Carl Worthy. Welcome back. You think he's excited to make an impact after getting injured? Welcome back, Carl Worthy. And with that performance, Carl Worthy has set the Big Ten career sacks record. He's definitely had a really nice career for us. We have guaranteed a spot in the Big Ten championship game. Also in first place on Gil Tobin, but in a recruiting battle, we've actually dropped to number 2. I don't know how that's possible. 10-1 Florida State's number 1. Is that a joke? We beat number 3 Penn State. We're their 1 loss. We beat number 8 Washington. We are one of their 2 losses. We beat Oregon, who's in your top 20 still. How are we possibly number 2 and not number 1? How can that even be? It's I'm gonna leave recruiting as is. It's kind of insane. It'll be a Penn State rematch here in the B1G, the Big Ten Championship. Again, we're in such a good spot. Mike Whalen back from injury. Carl Worthy, obviously back from injury as well. There's another commitment from a 4-star defensive tackle. We lose Joey Costa to Georgia, but we're 12-0, and Georgia is not. Penn State in the championship game. Been a really good season for us. You know, Brandon Butts, I thought, played above expectations. That's what I would say. I think he was quite good. He's up to an 88 overall. Accuracy getting even better for this playoff run that we're inevitably about to go on. And I'm excited to see that unfold. We got to go out and win this game. Penn State is one of the top teams in the country. We've played them quite a bit in the past year and a half. It's come up quite a bit. And this game's really important. Because if we lose this game, Penn State is clearly going to jump us in the rankings. And even though we're clearly still a college football playoff team after going undefeated, you know, the difference between getting that first round bye and not getting it, I think, is pretty significant. Dustin Fitzsimmons with the first carry of the game, but Mike Whalen should be back from injury, and there he is. It's been a while since we've seen 32 in that backfield. But we know what type of player he is, and we're seeing it already. Mike Whalen for 15. Dempsey, thanks for the tier 1. Could still get a first round bye, but there's a chance that Penn State beats us and we drop to 5. Right? So, ooh, that's going to get knocked down. Why did he break so late? We're trying to throw with anticipation there. It was nearly an interception as a result. That looked like the post was going to be absolutely wide open. Check down. There's Leon Folsom, makes it 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. See if we can convert here. I feel like the wheel could be wide open to Whalen. That's where it's going to go. He'll make the catch and pick up the first down. Got to start these games hot. Got to come out and just put up points. Running the ball is often a good way to do that. We're going to hit the tight end, Folsom. I like giving these receivers a chance. It just, I think pass leading down, you get, you know, the animations where these guys actually will outbody their defender. Deep shot towards Elodie. It's a great ball. It's a touchdown. Feed Zeke. What a player he's been in Wyoming Dynasty as well. Really, really fun player. Kind of does everything. Brandon Butts put it right where it needed to be. Big touchdown to put us on top. Great catch by Elodie. That was number 1 on number 1 violence there. 4th and 1. Penn State will keep their offense on the field. We're going to pinch. And we over-pursued. Left our responsibility. And Penn State makes us pay. Evan Rossi with a gigantic run. That's a big play we didn't need. Absolutely did not need that. It's a user pick, though! Easy reads! Whose cheeks now? Easy reads. Green, eggs, and ham. Cheeks lurking the flat. Big pick 6. For Cheeks. He's our fastest player, I want to say. It must have been Drew Aller in there at quarterback. But Denard Cheeks was never getting caught here. There was a 0% chance. What a moment. We made a mistake on defense, and we made up for it in an instant. Folsom's uncovered, but we're actually going to have him clear out. Sims is such a nice player as well. Pass leading towards Folsom. It's incomplete. Someone tell me how we can complete that, because there needs to be a way when we have that type of space. We have Cheeks, Butts, Cox on the same team. You really would think it's edited names here, but it's not, as we unfortunately can't convert the fourth and short. There was absolutely opportunity for it, but needed to get rid of the ball way quicker than we did, and Penn State's made it a touchdown game. 1:15 to go before half. Penn State driving, halfback direct snap, and they'll convert. Evan Rossi on, third and fourth and short. It's going to be a problem. Penn State has tied it. Ochi in motion. We're going to get it to him. Thankfully, no fumble there. That play sucks. I love to call it because it's in my suggested plays every time, and I use coach suggestions. Okay. Guess there's no point to ever try to throw that again. Penn State's being a bit of a problem. Butts on the move. We're going to take off here. A block would have been nice from Melody, but we're going to get just enough to move the chains. Melody makes the nice catch. Yeah, pass leading down might be the way to go. Butts has been intercepted in this game. Don't really like that. And it might happen again. Just lobbing it up, trying to give somebody a chance to make a play. It's going to be a pick six before the half. Sims trying to chase him down. It won't matter. Ross Francis is one of the most annoying names I've ever seen. Boy. 21-14, Penn State with the football here in the third quarter. Please bring him down. Cox makes the play. The last time we saw a big defensive play, it was Cheeks. This time it was Cox. Maybe it'll be Young next. Kona Young, interception here would be big. Shot up the seam, touchdown Penn State. We can't even hit him. As soon as he's in the end zone, as soon as it touches his hands, the play's over. It's 35-14. We're getting zero offensive moments. We were getting blown out. Our undefeated season is over. At least we didn't get a chance. Oh, wait, that's not something you say at least to. What the fuck, dude? Hey, how about you watch the defense get annihilated without a moment for the rest of the game? Would that be fun to watch? Yeah, thank you. Welcome to Play of the Moments Dynasty. We're still going to be in the CFP. But, yeah. Our undefeated season is over. We may no longer be in position for a first-round bye. Getting dominated like this is not going to be good at this point of the year. Still going to be a CFP team. But, hey, we got to look at it this way. Now we can host one, as Stepanovic gets his third sack of the game. We recruited him in the portal. He decided on Penn State. And now he's playing great. He's 3 sacks on Butts. Just nothing we can do at this point. The outcome is determined. I mean, it really did go downhill with the interception to end the first half, which sometimes it just happens. Sometimes a DB makes a play, right? Wasn't super open. Tried to give somebody a chance to do something, but it doesn't excuse, being down 42-14. We didn't really have any moments in the second half, and we just had the other team drive on us relentlessly. And also, it doesn't seem like anybody's capable of getting open. Maybe we're missing them. We can make it 42-21, but It's not great. It's still going to look pretty bad. Dude, this Penn State pass rush is relentless. I know when you call a screenplay, you're letting that happen, but we usually have the time to at least get the throw off. Not this time. Sione Ochi makes the catch. Touchdown, Wyoming. Don't celebrate. That's the game. Brother. Tough second half. Outscored 21-7. And they scored 21 in the second quarter. We were up 14-0 and lose 42-21. Gonna have to play better. I'm really interested to see what the rankings are gonna say after this one. Awards are here. Brandon Butts wins the Sean Alexander Award. He had a great year. 34 touchdowns. That's actually the Wyoming school record for passing touchdowns, although the Penn State quarterback is ridiculous. Rashad Mora wins the Heisman. 57 touchdowns. Leon Folsom wins the Mackey. Best tight end in college football. He was great. Early National Signing Day is here. This stuff does matter still, but it's less relevant now because we're so deep into the Dynasty. It's straight impact dev for all these 5 stars that we have. Normal dev, elite for Frederick Thomas. Not a lot of great dev traits here. Our last class was incredible with dev traits. This one, not really so much. But that's all right. We'll hit the portal hard. A lot of this is just going to be simulating at this point anyway. We dropped to number 4. So it's still a first-round bye. College football playoff bracket doesn't really change a whole lot. And really both sides of the bracket look kind of tough anyway. So, yeah, we don't get the benefit of the 1 seed anymore. But we're still playing the same opponents we would have played otherwise. It's Oregon and Ohio State, no matter what. Those are 2 tough teams to beat. Those are going to be probably the 2 best teams in this tournament, just in terms of talent and how these teams have recruited and how they play. So it's not going to be an easy matchup either way. That's just how it is. We'd be playing them either way, even if we didn't lose. So nothing changes there. And it's Ohio State in the Fiesta Bowl. All right. We faced them before. They're a talented team. Is Mason Drube the quarterback still? Or was he a senior last year? Belt to ass last year. Mason Drube made the wrong call. This year, it's the defensive tackle, or the quarterback, not the defensive tackle. Christian Barmore in at QB. He's got 99 throw power. Accuracy is a bit questionable. Last game did not go to plan. We really just threw it away. Defense was awful in the second half. We didn't get any moments. And our offense was awful. That's another thing. Our offense was awful in the second half. We got no moments, not even a third down. They're just like 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, turnover, whatever. Got to capitalize this time around. We can win the national championship. We still got a first round bye. Here it is. Fiesta Bowl against the Buckeyes. They're obviously a really talented team. We've seen it before. Their quarterback to receiver combo is absolutely elite. Christian Barmore is the quarterback for this Ohio State Buckeyes team. We're creeping up. Oh, that's a great route. I've never seen that. Is it like some type of Z-spot and go concept? I've straight up never seen that play ever in this game, at least not from that side. That's what the concept is, but okay, wow. That's a tough start. And our defense, this is going to be one of those stretches, right? Our offense gets no moments, and it's, hey, your defense is going to get crushed in the sim. Go try to make a stop when you absolutely need a stop. It's incomplete at least. Come on, offense. There we go. There's 7, but it looks like there was a turnover. And again, we're on defense trying to make a stop on 3rd and long. 3rd and 21, though. This cannot be converted. Surely not. I mean, that's a lot of yards to give up. But, I mean, do you not go man coverage there? I don't know how to play defense in this game. If I play zone, we just get crushed. But man is awful for me. I mean, I guess maybe if you're pressed up in that spot, but it's horrendous. And look, dude, we're getting no offensive moments. I'm gonna play offense. Next drive, I'm playing offense. So the moment system in this game is beyond frustrating. Pressure. Just wrap up. Drive him out of bounds. It's fine. Yeah, fuck that with the moment. No chance. Are you kidding me? Continue to next moment. No chance. Absolutely no chance. I really don't like this alignment, but we can't really call a timeout at this point. It's going to be a catch. First down. We're going to double up 87. 42 seconds. Screen. Get out there. I felt like we were in position and then instantly we're out of position. Let's see if we can play a little bit better here. 2nd and 5. Could run the ball easily. When they do this, oftentimes it's to vacate the middle of the field. Wicks all over him. We're going to call a timeout. Thought about it for a minute, but I think I like the timeout there. 3rd and 7. There's a lot of action. Throw over the middle, touchdown Ohio State. Holiday with the touchdown. I mean, they really should go for 2 here, right, to make it 21. They're not going to do that. 20-7. 29 seconds, 2 timeouts to try and get this closer. It really is kind of unbelievable. So great the entire year to just collapse. And we beat great teams the entire year. That's the thing. The whole year we were just annihilating good teams. Now we get to the college football playoff. Suddenly we are just going to get curb stomped. It doesn't make any sense. 17 seconds. Not really getting too aggressive here. We still have 2 timeouts. I think a run is not really the worst call. We have Mike Whalen. We're going to have to use a timeout. Trying to break one. They're so committed to stopping the run there despite having nobody in the box. Shot up the seam. Folsom broken tackle. We're going to call our final timeout. It'll be a 65-yarder. Or we can try to get out of bounds. Make it a little bit closer. Maybe a shot down the field isn't even the worst idea. And that's going to be made. 2nd and 2. I'm tempted here. 57 is far, but I think it's our smartest play. From 57. 10-point game. Okay. It's obviously not where we want to be, but you know, it's getting closer. And we're on offense to start the second half. So getting any type of points there, I think, was really, really crucial. And we'll just need to rely on that offense. Mike Whalen, 6 for 19 yards is just not going to cut it. Post-injury, we're just not seeing that same type of production that we were used to seeing early in the year. And that's, you know, a big reason why we were successful. Shot down the field. Elodie gets smashed. And we're not going to punt here. We are not going to punt. I really don't like the way they're lining up, though. I really don't like it. Big 4th and 5. Sione Ochi makes the catch. Bullet from Butts, who has been picked off in this game. And that's maybe another reason why we haven't been so successful. Brandon Butts is turning over the ball in simulation. That's not good. Folsom wide open. Catch and run opportunity. Block down the field for Sims. Leon Folsom down to the 20. We're throwing it. End zone for a Lodi. Missed shot for Butts. 3 is okay here. Just can't turn over the ball. Sacked. Oh, that's a bad sack to take, though. Just looking down the field, trying to let that wheel get open. 3rd and 16. Need points. Sacked. Oh, my God. Okay, well, it's going to have to be 3. Prince, good speed. Pretty good jump off the edge there. I'll say that. Pretty good jump off the edge. Back to moments. And our defense needs help. Can we show blitz here? Look how far my safety is. No pressure. I mean, it's just disgusting. Absolutely no pressure. What's happening here? What is happening here? Man, the moments goes crazy sometimes. We didn't score. They didn't score. It's still 20-13. Ohio State has the ball. You got to rally and tackle. Kona Young, bring him down. 3rd and 14. We're getting back here. We're playing the sticks. We're going to pass commit. We need a punt. Felt like we were in position there. Ohio State will punt. 2:50 to play. I need this to be a touchback. We can't try to return this. Ball on the 20. 2:40 to play. We might have a decision if we can score a touchdown here. There's Waylon. Good start. He's got 9 for 59. Maybe starting to heat up a little bit. There's got to be a lot of Waylon on this final drive. Or potentially final drive. And he's going to get stopped. We're going to go hurry up here. Because if we don't get it, I want to at least know prior to the 2-minute warning. Or 2-minute timeout. Catch made by a Lodi. Feed Zeke. Trust Zeke. Two minutes to go. Big first down. Man, they've got a lot in the box here. Butts on the move. We have a step for Sione Ochi. He'll make the catch and turn down the field. Maybe not the worst thing that he got caught here. Don't really want to give Ohio State the ball back. Fitzsimmons can only get a few yards. 1:10 to play. Bubble screen is open. We got blockers. Sione Ochi continuing to be a big player on this drive. Butts has been picked off twice, by the way. Man, he really has collapsed here down the stretch. Fitzsimmons changed the direction. We're going to go hurry up. I really would like to get Waylon back on the field. I will say that. It's because Fitzsimmons is our 3rd down back. He's just not the same caliber of player. Clock's moving. At this point, I mean, we're playing for this to be the final drive. So, we've got 2 plays here. Maybe. We're going to call a timeout. Plenty of time. That's no longer a factor. And honestly, if we don't get it here anyway, I don't know that having 3 timeouts would be a big difference. Because, like, how much time would you actually have got the ball back with? And that's if you can force a 3 and out. Still have 2 timeouts. I mean, the time's not a factor. We just need the first down. I don't know how it's what are we doing. There's Mike Whalen up the middle. I don't know how it's what are we doing. I don't know how that's confusing. Don't want to give Ohio State the ball back with any time at all. We have timeouts. It isn't really a problem. I mean, I know this is a consistent. I completely disagree with the chat. I don't know how you're questioning this. We have 1st and goal from the 1 with a timeout and 8 seconds to go. Mike Whalen up the middle into the end zone. What's the clock management problem? I seriously don't get it. Hey, if we don't get it there, timeout and we pass twice. Mike Whalen touchdown. We're going to play for overtime. I get going for 2, but it was such a struggle to even make this play. I just don't want it to come down to 1 play. I feel like our defense has played well when we're actually on the field. And I think our offense has actually played well when we're on the field. So I feel comfortable with every decision made. And if you look at what Ohio State has done in the second half and beyond, or second half, they have 0 points. 0 points in the second half. So, again, I feel pretty comfortable with the call. They have the least amount of points you can possibly have. They're going to run the football here. And the clock hits 000. We are going to overtime in the Tostitas, or the Verbo now, Fiesta Bowl college football playoff. Let's play some defense. Wyoming has won the toss. We will be starting on defense. We're going to know what we need. 3 or less here. Our defense has playmakers, man. We just got to go out and make a play. Just got to make a play. I don't know how aggressive we want to get, but we're going to have Wick kind of playing over the top, almost like a too-high look there. And they can still run the ball. I mean, they showed us at the end of the second half, they're not afraid to run the ball in spots where you'd think they were going to pass. Here's 2nd and 5. Make a play. It's going to be intercepted. James Siegel, just go down. Defense comes up clutch. Shot to the end zone. And it's our defense making a play. They wanted the one-on-one. But it's James Siegel who steps in front. .42-yard field goal. For the game, Ohio State's going to call a timeout. And we knew they would. However, what I don't like is you can run the ball and then come out in field goal range again, or in field goal again, and the icing effects will still be on, so it doesn't even matter. Mike Whalen up the middle, breaking tackles still, down inside the 10. Whalen to carry. Whalen still making defenders miss. 2nd and goal. Can you imagine how awful a fumble would be? Mike Whalen doesn't fumble. He just wins games. Touchdown for Whalen. Game over. We shut out Ohio State throughout the entire second half and into overtime. Where are all the couch coaches in the chat now? Shut your fucking mouth. We're moving on. Shut your fucking mouth. Wyoming with the dub. Mike Whalen, 2 touchdowns. What are you doing? I'm winning a game. It's what I do. Coach Gene Dangus. We win everywhere. We got Miami in the Capital One Orange Bowl. They are the #1 team in the nation. 13-1. I just was ranting a little bit on stream about how I think the coach abilities are so stupid, especially at the top. You need to win 2 national championships to unlock CEO. So I don't know who's ever doing this. I get people have different ways they like to play the game. And I know there will be some of you that are like, man, I love when I get 2 national championships and I can finally unlock CEO. It's like, is the appeal not already over? I know some people do like 20 or 30 year dynasties. But, like, I don't know, man. And all the things are so vague. Like, increase the chance that a player upgrades their dev trait. It just costs so much to get here. But I could see, if we were to stay in the same actual dynasty save, I could see that being valuable because you can carry that onto your next school. But, I don't know. Focus is on Miami. They've got a home game here. Orange Bowl is in Miami now, is it not? Or maybe it always has been. This will be an interesting one. I'm sure the ratio will still be 50-50. But, let's see what we can do. We are at Hard Rock. Hurricanes with a college football playoff semifinal home game. Kind of insane. But that's how it works out. You know, it wasn't until very recently we saw a team get a Super Bowl home game. Right? Tampa had that, I think. But, I mean, it'd be very interesting to see a college football playoff team with a home game in the national championship. Highly, highly, highly unlikely. Because a lot of these venues, college teams do not play their home games in. This might be like the one scenario where it's actually possible. Good defense, though. Miami comes away with 3. We've not really been scoring in simulation, but there's 7. 7-3. And we're going to jump in here at the 2-minute timeout. We missed the moment. Okay. Yeah, and then the Rams did it. But in college football playoff, it's like not really that possible. Running with Fitzsimmons. We got to put Mike Whalen in as RB1 in the 3rd down setting. That's just what has to happen. This Miami team is obviously pretty good. They could be a national championship caliber team. I'm hoping that obviously is not the case, but obviously a lot of talent. They are starting a true freshman at quarterback, though. 76 overall, Hakeem Mays. Wow. That feels like an oversight from the Hurricanes. But this is a team who's been recently, you know, mercenary quarterback. They're not recruiting and developing. They're just getting one out of the portal. The O-line's great. Their defense, I'm sure, is going to be absolutely stacked, especially in the secondary. And it mostly is. But their quarterback is a 75 overall. They're trying to stack the box. We're going to go power against power. Get ready to learn Mike Whalen. Oh, Mike. 4 for 38 here in the first half. We got to get him more involved. Wow, your friend Kyle with the sub? To what do I owe the pleasure? Miami calling timeouts. 2nd and 6. It's Ezekiel Eloti on a touchdown. Nope, it's not open. Smart sack, though. Smart sack. Get that clock moving. Good call. We're going to be inside a minute. And ooh, something's going to get open. That wasn't it. Man, pretty good pressure. Pretty good pressure. Our O-line is crumbling here against these top schools. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. Oh, how about interception by Denard Cheeks? I have a feeling that Miami's going to be in hell today. Their quarterback is just not ready for this type of a defense. Okay, we're going to call a timeout here. Let's get in the end zone. Ah, the post was there. Butts has just enough speed. Butts lower the shoulder. Get in. Touchdown. Going to be 17-3. I don't know that Miami's going to score more than 3 today. That could be famous last words, but I don't see it happening. Not exactly the freest release there for Lodi, but he makes the catch, breaks the tackle as if it mattered already. It's going to be 24-3. The fact that Miami, in simulation, went 13-1 with a 75 overall true freshman quarterback is absolutely astounding. How did they do that? Okay. Play action pass in that spot is brain dead. I would agree. I don't have the leg, though. When we really focus, we don't miss kicks. It just doesn't happen. Miami going for it. 4th and inches. I feel like typically you'd see like QB sneak or something here, but maybe not in this spot. Injury for Miami. It's David Morrison. Miami unfortunately out-recruited us for the running back we wanted, Jazz Hilbert. Kind of want to do Miami Dynasty just because of that. But also, we'll get revenge on them by smashing them in the college football playoff semifinal. And Jazz Hilbert can watch the game thinking about his mistake. That's all he's got. Huge mistake. 3rd and 4. And how do you not watch Mike Whalen play running back and want to be like him? Big mistake from Jazz. This one's over. Thanks for playing. Here's 3rd and 4. Bullet to the end zone. We had him. Fourth and 4. Game on the line. Miami needs a stop. And many scores, and they're not going to get it. Mike Whalen seals it. Wyoming wins the Orange Bowl. We are headed back to the national championship. Trying to go back-to-back. I think we're in a pretty good position to do so. And then again next year, because Brandon Butts is still only a freshman. Redshirt freshman, but still. 17 for 127 for Whalen. Touchdown for Brandon Butts. Touchdown for Zeke Elodi. And then defensively, 3 TFLs and 2.5 sacks for Carl Worthy. He's draft eligible, and he's a senior, so he's going to be going to the draft. Hoping he ends up being a first-round pick. That would be awesome to see. But we are 14-1. We have punched our ticket to the national championship. We are about to find out who we are playing in that national championship game. It will be, let's see, the winner of Texas and Penn State to battle. I mean, look at this. Oregon and Ohio State, 41-38. We went to OT to beat Ohio State and then just crushed Miami. Who, I mean, who knows even how good Oklahoma State was? They went 13-2. And that's, I mean, they get to play in the Big 12. They beat Tulane, who, how good are they? Miami barely beat Oklahoma State. They might have just been fraudulent. They might have been a fraudulent 13-1 team. National Championship week. Who's it going to be? Show me those Texas Longhorns. Let's see. Well, we just need to congratulate Tevin Chacon a lot. It will be a rematch against the Nittany Lions. National championship. We can avenge our one loss. Last season was an undefeated season. We beat Penn State twice. Penn State gets their revenge to win the Big Ten this year. But we've got them again. Got a chance to avenge our one loss. Let's go. National championship time. Brandon Butts can be a two-time national champion as a freshman. How many can say that? One during his redshirt year, but he gets a ring probably. Okay. And of course, now he can do it as the starter. This Penn State team, I don't think they're as good as they showed last time. I think if we got any moments in the second half, Penn State probably doesn't even come close to doing what they ended up doing against us, but we got to forget about that and just move on and see if we can win this one. Every other prior game doesn't matter to this point. All that matters is beating the team in front of you, and that is Penn State. Oh, great route. Got the ball out there. Sims with the touchdown. We know that pressure from Penn State's going to get crazy. Stepanovic had 3 sacks in the Big Ten title game. So that ball is going to come out quickly if we're passing. And that's a great route. We have so many good receivers. Sims has had a great year. And we're up 14-0. Very quick score. I want to see how that happened. Butts is 3 for 3 for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns. You think he wants to avenge that loss or what? 2 for 76 and a touchdown for Sione Ochi. Butts has had a couple of rough games, but he's a redshirt freshman and he's in the national championship game and he is balling out. Oh, we got to stop that. That's 4th and 2 and we have it stopped. Penn State driving. They're going to get a touchdown. And they're going to get the ball back. Big 3rd down. Can we make a stop? And we were so close on the 4th and 2. Coney Young was scraping through, trying to get to the ball carrier. Just couldn't quite get there. 3rd and 10. Drag is wide open. Weil can't make a play. Penn State down to the 5-yard line. And now our defense needs some serious help. They're going Wildcat. Hold on. What are they doing here? All right. What is that? Saquon Barkley in the backfield? No, big play. That's a 36-yard rush by Mike Whalen, who I continue to not have as my 3rd down running back. Great player. I don't want to see Fitzsimmons. It's Mike Whalen, man. 14-14. We got a shootout here in the national championship game. Rip it to Folsom. Touchdown, Leon Folsom. Their defenders are allowed to hit our receivers in the end zone. Seems a little ridiculous considering as soon as they touch it in the end zone, the play is over. But our defense has done a good job to get us the football back. 21-14. I think Mike Whalen could have a huge play here. All right. He's got 3 rushes for 49 yards. Are they doubling Zeke Elody? That may prove to be a mistake. They are. We're going to go to Folsom, though. He makes the catch. There was a really big opportunity there for a ton of yards. Just didn't end up happening. He's cooked. Elody cooked. We're going for Sims. Sims, touchdown. Have a day. We just have so many great receivers. Like, we can't feed Sione Ochi, Zeke Elody, Sims. I mean, there are just too many guys to get the ball to. Chad Carrion as well. This is a shootout, but look at this drive. 27-yard rush by Mike Whalen. 28-yard rush by Mike Whalen. Into the second half, 28-21. We need points here. And that's knocked down at the line. We were going for Chad Carrion, who gets leveled. Is that allowed? Let's give Chad Carrion a touchdown. Oh, it's a great throw. On time and on the money. Chad Carrion touchdown. Let's go, baby. Oh, Penn State is driving, though. Down by 7. Fourth quarter, they've got the ball. And they're going 4 split out wide left. Weird. It's not something you see very often. Got to be aware of some tomfoolery here. Play defense. No. First down for the Nittany Lions. Oh, brother. Still a lot of time to play. I can't remember the last time I saw a successful hit stick where you really saw the receiver get popped and drop back. 2nd and 6. Got a receiver in motion. We are all over it. Carl Worthy dragging him back. Larry Scipio is the injured Penn State offensive lineman. And it's 3rd and 8. We can pass commit here. Let's get after the damn quarterback, man. Pressure. Get to him, please. Throwing, completing. And a first down for Penn State. How does that possibly happen? We're going to run commit. And Dorian Wick's going to fill that lane. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'll tell you who I need to see on the field. I feel like we're not getting the correct pass rushers in the game. Because the CPU has changed the depth chart. Oh my god, stop doing that. Should be Emeka Lucky in the game. That's so frustrating. Oh, ball's tipped up! Can't come away with it. Yeah, this was the Heisman winning quarterback that's now probably at 60 passing touchdowns on the year. Or more. Probably way more. Get out there, Siegel! He had a big interception earlier in this college football playoff run and now contributes to make a big tackle. 4th and goal. We're going to run commit. It's a run. Cheeks makes the tackle, but into the end zone for at least the 2nd time. Penn State will tie it. Juan Swan. Drift visuals, thanks for the prime. Juan Swan is a problem, apparently. 4 minutes on the game clock. 35-35 of the national championship. We're going to Whalen. Oh, he had a chance. He gets the first, though. He's got 11 for 126. This has been a really great national championship performance by Big Mike. He's going to get to the outside here. Mike Whalen's going to turn the corner. Mike Whalen's still on his feet. Awful angle, and Whalen's over 150. Robbie, thanks for the tier 1. They're going with a double mug look. We're going to pitch it out to Whalen. He's got decent speed, but they're able to corral him there. I'm trying to take time off this clock at this point. Not going to snap this ball. Well, actually, we can, because if we keep it on the ground. Penn State could call timeouts, but we're going to bring this down to the 2-minute warning. There's Mike Whalen to make it 3rd and short. That is the 2-minute timeout. Yeah, that safety made a horrible play to let Mike Whalen spring free on that big run towards that right side. Here's 3rd and 2. Change of direction for Mike Whalen. Still on his feet. And that clock's about to bleed. 1st and goal, though. So Penn State can start calling timeouts and get the football back with over a minute to play. Mike Whalen on the ground. Touchdown. What a performance for Big Mike. The whale. And he might be Penn State's white whale. Never able to catch this guy. We'll see if Captain Ahab can make one final special drive down the field to tie things up or take the lead. They'll have 1:14 and all 3 timeouts to do it. Chris, thanks for the prime. 1:14 to play. It's a lot of time. The clock is not a factor at this point. They have all their timeouts. It's where a lot of people would take the foot off the gas pedal. Play conservative. Oh, fumble! Siegel recovers! I think he was down. He wasn't. That's the game. Oh my goodness. What a costly fumble. I thought he was for sure down. Play action or RPO. Throw over the middle. It's Denard Cheeks. Who got the ball out. I don't know, that knee looks down. It won't matter. Butts keeper. Penn State's got to start using timeouts. I like the call. I actually, watching that in real time, I thought it was out. Replay confirms it. Typically, you'd see a booth review in that spot. All turnovers, I think, are pretty heavily reviewed. Not this one. Could go victory formation, but that is your ball game. That is your national championship. Denard Cheeks to win it for us. Mike Whalen's at 192 rushing yards, and that's what he's going to finish with in his final college game. Going out on top, national champions, back to back. They doubted us after we lost the Big Ten title game to this team, Penn State. They doubted us when we were down to Ohio State. They doubted us on the final drive. They doubted us going into overtime. We were doubted on the road at Miami. And we come out on top. Penn State would have needed a miracle anyway to get in the end zone in this defense. We do what we do. Gene Dangus. I mean, what can I say? Just another legendary performance, turning Wyoming into a multiple-time national champion. Brandon Butts with 5 total touchdowns. And even though we didn't go undefeated this season like we did last season, we have avenged our only loss, proving to be, without question, the best team in college football. What a run. Yeah, it was tougher. It was a tougher national championship run this year, but we definitely got it done. That was a nice one. You know, so many career legends. YO Trap gifting 5. Thank you very much. So many legends. We're going to get Brandon Butts for another couple of seasons. He was only a redshirt freshman. We're going to simulate out, turn on auto recruiting, and see what this team can do in sim. Trying to win some national championships. Mike Whalen, what a career. 15 touchdowns, 1,200 yards rushing this season. He is one of my favorite running backs in any of my dynasties. Back-to-back 1,200-yard seasons. 3 seasons of 10 or more touchdowns in a row. He averaged 7.6 yards per carry. These numbers were in just 10 games. He battled back through injury. I mean, this is a dog. This is a whale. Mike Whalen. I mean, what a career. What a career. Quentin Sims finished with double-digit touchdowns, led the team in catches and yards. And I feel like Elodie seemed like the star, but Quentin Sims was really productive too and really had such a strong end. Look at how close these top 4 receivers are. We spread the ball around. Every one of them had 8 to 11 touchdowns and 800 to 950 yards. 54 to 60 catches. Brandon Butts is a heck of a quarterback, even after struggling a bit down the stretch. 17 TFLs and 10.5 sacks for Carl Worthy. He's going to go to the NFL. He's looking great. DeMarcus Bloom is going to the NFL. Denard Cheeks was only a redshirt freshman. I think this team has what it takes to repeat. I really do. Players leaving is going to be a tough one to watch here because it's so much talent. Trayvon Scroggins graduates. Dustin Fitzsimmons to the draft. Projected round 2. Same for Mike Whalen. Barry Sawyer projected to go round 1. Like Barry Sawyer. Yes, this was the receiver that we moved to running back and then proceeded to not play the entire year. That's the exact one. Sione Ochi projected to go round 2, as is Zeke Elodie. Quentin Sims expected to be a first-round type of player, and Chad Carrion should get drafted. We lose Leon Folsom, great player. Donald Facey's going to transfer due to playing time. He will be leaving. Julius Yusuf, going to be a first-round center. We lose Wayne Silas. Off the edge, we'll get to. Carl Worthy, projected to be a third-round pick. This is a first-round talent. I think there's no question. Dorian Wick, third as well. Eddie Cox graduates. Coney Young expected to be a first-rounder. And then at corner, Tevin Chacon, going to be a first-round pick. Diego Alonso was a 5-star corner from Hawaii that now wants to leave. But we're losing DeMarcus Bloom. We're losing Josh Lehman. We're losing Tevin Chacon. You could be a starter, but not for us. We also lose James Siegel and Tim Papo, who played a lot a couple seasons ago, and our specialists. Good depth, maybe? No, we haven't persuaded literally anybody. I'll try on the none persuasion chances, but none typically to me means that there is simply no chance. And that is the case. So we lose a lot of talent. I mean, look at all the 90-plus players. So many. So if we want to be good again, we're going to have to add a lot in the portal. And repeating may not be as easy as I kind of thought it could be. It's a lot of leveling up, though. That's a lot of Coach XP. Again, if there was a scenario where we keep Coach Gene Dangus in this particular save and pick a new school, we would be set up. Man, Jazz Hilbert would solve some problems. We have no running backs. That's not even... Okay, we have one running back. We have one running back. I was going to say, it's not even hyperbole. We have none. But we do have one. We are trying to recruit running back badly. And the options at the high school level are not great. And I thought Lloyd Wooden looked pretty good, but maybe not. What does the portal look like? I'm not going to show much of this. I'm just going to show the final results. And there are some good backs available. Sony Chu. Larry Haddad to play corner. Definitely upgrade our offensive line. Yeah, I mean, there's some really good players. Receiver, obviously something we're always going to try to upgrade, especially considering the amount of talent we lost. Earl Hagman, I feel like, could be a freak. Could definitely bring in some transfer offensive linemen. Ooh, a Mawai might not be a bad idea. And then we'll probably get a quarterback, but we need running back, we need O-line, we need everything, right? It's a great team, but we need to get better. If we're not getting better in the age of NIL, you're getting worse. So, let's get better. The freak, Tim Linthicum. Simply insane. But recruiting's going pretty well. Just a quick check-in. Feel pretty good about it. Again, as I said, not going to get everybody that we wanted. But I think we're about to get enough talent here where we can consider this reloading. And obviously not rebuilding. We just won a national championship. Dave Garbutt was a really big guard prospect. We do get Earl Hagman, who is one that I was a little bit worried about with Iowa making a big push. But he makes the right call. Picks Wyoming. I'm hoping that we can add an impactful back in the portal, because if you look at this current running back room, it is awful. It's just Daniel Irwin, and I think he could be a great player for us, but right now he's not. I'm fine with 2 quarterbacks, really. Receiver's going to look pretty good, and we have 90 points for Marquise Wooten. Okay, talent developer might actually be insane. It just takes a while to get it going. But once you get it going, talent developer might be absolutely wild. Especially notable for the freshmen. I mean, 90... This is before, keep in mind, this is before training results. He has 90 points. Skill points to use. That is absurd. Let's see what we end up with. Addison was a good transfer. I mean, a lot of these guys are really good transfer portal players. Any 4-star transfer is probably like at least an 85 overall before training. I think this team, I had my doubts, but I think after training and after upgrading these players, we do get DeAndre East. I think, and Sony Chu is a big 4-star running back, top 10 player in the portal. I think we're going to be better than we were last year. I think we're going to be. We've crushed running back portal recruiting to the point of where it's absolutely ridiculous. These guys are going to transfer out. But I would be surprised if this were not the #1 class of the nation. We've added a kicker and punter. We're good to go. And, I mean, we've added so many running backs. Who do we not get? Didn't get Revis, didn't get Malcolm Grimm, and we didn't get, let's see here, didn't get Alan Beaver. I did want to add another defensive tackle, but kind of okay that we didn't. We finished with the #1 class of the nation, 6 5-stars, 19 4-stars, a couple of 2-stars, kicker and punter in the portal. Yeah, it's just an insane recruiting class, of course. We added a lot of running backs, but we needed depth. Chu's got star dev. DeAndre East has star. Impact for Lockett, Span, and Dennis, but that's pretty good. We add talent at receiver, but these guys have not great dev traits. They're just on the team. I love what we added at tight end. 2-star development underclassmen. Added a lot on the offensive line. And multi-year eligible guys. Garbutt with star. Earl Hagman, I think, is going to be a freak for us. And Frederick Thomas, of course, at the high school level, will end up being great. D-tackle looks really good. We got a couple star dev guys there. I mean, we crushed it. Cornerback was weaker than it has been for us, but we had, 2 star dev players and 2 5-stars. Didn't get Grimm, unfortunately. Addison's a star dev transfer safety. Yeah, this was a great class. Talent developer is insane. Marquise Wooten has 185 skill points. Because we have talent developer that has freshmen or underclassmen just develop faster. Oh my goodness. Some of these numbers are insane. Talent developer, if you can get it at this point, is insanely strong. And that's something we now know. It does take a while to get to this point, and you can see it's not for every position, clearly, but corner is about to look pretty wild here as well. 89, 97, 96 for Denard Cheeks, 114, 108. It's going to be a pretty good-looking team. Currently, there are 3 players who are 90 overall or higher. 90, 91, and 91. Sony Chu up to Elite Dev. And if he stays for another year, that's actually going to factor in. But I'm going to guess that that 3 number is going to jump up to about 30 here in a minute. We'll see. The upgraded team is really good. 90s as far as the eye can see. Okay, well, for a little while at least. Brandon Butts is up to a 98 overall. Running back room looks incredible. Receiver is incredible, and look at the speed. Marquise Wooten, platinum takeoff, 99 speed, 99 acceleration. He's a redshirt freshman. His catching is maxed out. His route running is close to maxed out. He is a freak. And I don't even know how much he's going to play this year. And he may not even be the best freshman on the team. Matt Ansa is a 96. Our O-line is really solid. The CPU didn't upgrade it all that well, but pretty solid. The defensive line, again, I would say is pretty solid, not elite. And Emeka Lucky's going to have to play linebacker. We just don't have any other better options. I think I'd rather have him play off-ball and have somebody else on the edge. He's an elite pass rusher, but he can also tackle, he can shed blocks, he can cover. He's just a generational type player. Gerald Ibrahim, true sophomore, up to a 95 overall. You know the secondary is going to be elite, as always. Isaac Horn is playing up to a 98. Jalen Griffin up to a 96. Denard Cheeks is a 99. Shelley and Couch are 93 overall as a sophomore and a redshirt freshman. Jeremy Addison out of the portal is a 95. This, I would say, with talent developer, as we have auto recruiting turned on, is the best team I have ever had. I would make that statement and feel pretty good about it. Now, apparently we're going to deal with some play style deal breakers and a lot of problems here. I mean, A- brand exposure just isn't enough, apparently. We're going to transfer away a lot of our star players. We go 11-1 here in 2031. Our lone loss was to Ohio State, and we got crushed. 56-17. That's a wake-up call. That's a wake-up call caliber game. We're not even a top 5 team right now. That feels kind of ridiculous. Obviously, a great performance for Ohio State. I'm sure the computer is not recruiting well at all. Check out the season stats here. A pretty good year for Brandon Butts. 39 touchdowns to 1 interception, 3,700 yards passing. We ran the ball pretty well. I mean, we're worried about a transfer. Sony Chu's just going to declare for the draft and go first round. Receiving, it was the Sammy Corbin show. At 1,000 yards, receiving 12 touchdowns, 11 for Keenan Vick. I guess was playing in the slot in Sim. Why was he on the field? We may have not reset the depth chart, so it was set to what it was preseason. So if we didn't upgrade a player very much, they may not have been playing where they should have been. Emeka Lucky, 5 interceptions. I mean, what an incredible player. So good. He probably just ends up being a first-round pick. But we'll reset the depth chart. I want to give this team every opportunity to be a national championship team. We're showing 99 overall for everything. We should be. We're not even playing in our own conference championship after the loss to Ohio State. You got to be kidding me, brother. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. Penn State again with another Heisman Trophy winner. And we're going to play the Gators in the first round of the college football playoff. Home field advantage, at least. So, to finish up 2031 here, we're not going to jump into the game against Florida. I think we're deep enough now into the dynasty that it's really about simulating and see what this team can be and jumping in potentially for a national championship if that ends up being the case. But it is not the case this time because Florida pulls off, I won't even say the upset. We were slightly higher ranked, but 31-28. Our season is over. We are about to lose so much talent to the draft, it's not even funny. Redshirt sophomore, redshirt sophomore. Both draft eligible players. Brandon Butts is a tough player to lose at quarterback, right? Redshirt freshman, thankfully not eligible, but any redshirt sophomore is. So any junior, redshirt junior, or senior, obviously, all these guys are going to probably leave, and we can't really replace them. Penn State ends up winning the national championship. They've been on quite a run here. We beat them in 2030, but they get the top result here the following year. And I am not excited to see the amount of talent we're about to lose. I think we're probably good for a season, maybe even 2 after this one, or with this one included. So we'll see. We'll see. We're losing so much. However, not our quarterback, Brandon Butts. But Sony Chu is gone. No persuasion chance. You're wasting your time. Daniel Irwin wants to transfer to the playing time, even though he'll be the starter. He has not been persuaded. That thing needs to get fixed. Marquise Wooten wants to transfer due to playing time. You would be a starter. So we lost a lot here to the draft. So much talent to the draft. Of course, the redshirt sophomores that we thought were going to declare ended up declaring. I still have auto recruiting turned on, so we're just going to simulate to National Signing Day and see what this team looks like. So this will be the final season. Brandon Butts will certainly go pro. He's a 99 overall. The CPU just has done such a bad job of replacing talent on this team and still getting the whole like, oh, I need to transfer to playing time. Marquise Wooten is the #1 overall player in college football. So the playtime transfer is insanely stupid. So we're a little bit weak, but our O-line looks amazing. Mac Lecker-Kirker is a superstar. I mean, he came loaded up with platinum quick step, quick drop, elite dev, insane speed. He's an amazing player. The pass rush looks like it's going to end up being really good. And we just have so many stars off the edge. Linebacker's great. Emeka Lucky's playing up to a 99 overall. Could have been an incredible edge rusher, and really was, but need him to play off the ball, and he's going to be great there too. Our secondary remains incredible. Talent developer is just amazing. If you can get players drafted to get that XP, it is just ridiculous. Bonus XP for X position when X position is drafted. Freshman and sophomore position progress faster. Starting player of that position or players will gain XP faster. This stuff, once you can get it stacking, I mean, it is insanely strong. Obviously, you got to build up the program a little bit to get into that position in the first place, but once you do, it is ridiculous. Our overall supposedly is only an 89. I still think we're going to be really successful. Hopefully, we are a national championship caliber team, but that remains to be seen. We were not last year, and we are worse this year. We did go 11-1. Ooh, USC running back is your 2032 Heisman winner. I feel like you don't typically see that. Earl Hagman wins 2032 Best Defensive End. 17 sacks, 26 tackles for loss. What a season for the transfer Hagman. Doug Cousins wins the Remington Trophy for Best Center. And we might not be done yet. Earl Hagman, Lombardi Award winner for Outstanding College Lineman. Defensive lineman. And I'm sure the recruiting class is just awful. Got a couple 4 stars committed. But yeah, it's going to be just terrible. We do have a first round bye. College football playoff bracket is us, USC, Penn State, Texas. We'll play the winner of Boise State and Oklahoma State. We've dealt with both throughout Wyoming Dynasty. This really shouldn't be too much of a challenge at all, but you never know. We'll do one final upgrade. You can see how good Brandon Butts is now. Might as well get that throw power up. Could make him even faster. But we're going to go 96 throw power for Brandon Butts. He's absolutely a first-round player. Jeff Turpin has been moved to running back. He's wearing number 80. He was a tight end. And he's not the best running back in the world. But he's a starting running back on an 11-1 Big Ten team. And I wonder how well he's playing. We'll check out the numbers here in a moment. We do have some skill points, but not really too many. Brandon Butts, I'm sure, had just a fantastic season. So he was always going to be in a pretty good spot for XP and overall. But everybody else, you know, it's tough to perform at a crazy high level. Probably have the CPU upgrade everything, but it's just an incredible team. Hagman only has 8 skill points. Kind of feels low. Oh, the interior defensive line was never upgraded. Well, we're about to get even better. Secondary looks still incredible. But this 94 overall team is going to jump up slightly. Auto upgrade typically doesn't do the best job. But here are the season stats through the regular season. 35 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions for Brandon Butts. 3,800 yards passing on 503 attempts. Jeff Turpin did go for over 1,000. Had 18 touchdowns, averaged 90 per game. And he was a tight end when we got him. He's 6'4", 211. Tank at running back. Jimmy Littlejohn actually profiled best at running back probably just with his skill set. But 6'5", 202, a little bit of a weirder build. So, decided to keep him at wide receiver. Very good numbers, though. Onside had 11 touchdowns. And then defensively, 26 TFLs for Hagman. We know those numbers. Gerald Ibrahim was great. Emeka Lucky. This guy does everything except for intercept the ball routinely. Dennis Messina, 5 picks. 4 for John Adeyanju. Really good player. Entire secondary is just stacked. Playing great and putting us in to a first-round bye spot. We could win another national championship. We'll see. It is Boise State. Number 12 team in the country, but beatable. They're ranked number 12. We'll see if we can beat them. And I don't like the XP gain from that. That feels low. Although, Brandon Butts has set the Wyoming single-season passing yards record. And we get eliminated. Well, that's going to do it here. Wyoming Dynasty was a ton of fun. I'm really excited to get into the next one. I know this is kind of an anticlimactic finish, but like, I didn't really expect that we were going to lose by 2 touchdowns to Boise State at this point. Their playbooks must just be better. And come to think of it, they've had a Heisman winner or 2 in this Dynasty save. So Boise State absolutely does simulate well. And now we could potentially consider a move from Wyoming. But I'll show you where everybody ends up getting drafted. And we'll wrap a bow around Wyoming Dynasty. See what that ends up looking like. National championship. Sucks to not be able to win another one, but it's just so tough in simulation. And Coach Prestige actually going down with our new coordinators that have been hired. But we might consider a move. That's absolutely an option. It may have to be another season before that happens. But we might end up doing Coach Carousel Dynasty. And stay in the same save. Although, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen for sure. I'm going to say it's unlikely because I feel like, I mean, the grind is definitely fun. But I feel like part of the rebuild, part of what makes the rebuild fun is that, you know, you can play with the players that are real and on the team right now. You can't really do that if you just jump in and it's 2033 and then everyone's wondering, how is it 2033 already? But yeah, a lot of first-round picks. This might be a record. Brandon Butts, Matt Ansa, Gerald Ibrahim, Emeka Lucky, Joel Weil, Quinn Shelley, Robert Couch, and John Adeyanju. Unfortunately, we never really get to see a lot of these players play just because they're young. And we've been simulating a lot. So you never saw, you know, some of these transfers, Dave Garbutt, Doug Cousins, you know, McSorley at tight end. Never really get to see Adeyanju or Couch or Shelley or Matt Ansa, certainly. But you saw enough Brandon Butts. He ends up being a first-round pick, probably number 1 overall. It's just a legendary skill set of one of the most accurate quarterbacks of all time, with a cannon of an arm, with plus mobility, super smart, and a fantastic career. I mean, averaging a little over 4,100 yards passing a year. In his career, well, in the last 2 seasons, he's only thrown 4 interceptions. In his career, he's only thrown 13 with well over 120 touchdowns. Right? So this was just a fantastic career, especially factoring in what he was able to do on the ground. This is what, 11 rushing touchdowns in his career. Does have a catch even. He's different. He's different. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching Wyoming Dynasty. Can't wait to get into a new one in the near future. Take it easy.